Good job.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let me just quickly greet everyone. Hello, Sweaty. Hello. Like if you're doing your daily login. Hello. Like Skull and Gabriel. Hello, Retro. Hello, Ethan. Yes, you are first. Greetings, everyone. Greetings to you, Ronan. What's good? Well, we do be streaming. Hello, I do be streaming. How are y'all doing? Hey, Zay and Dargon. How are you? So, well. Oh, let me go ahead and turn on the music. So, welcome everyone to the Community Fashion Core. Monthly Fashion Core number 5. And I am here with my host.
Hello, I'm Inhibit. This is the 5th time we're doing this, so if you guys don't know me, watch the older VODs.
He's brand new, as you could say. Can you talk a little bit, Inhibit?
Yeah. What should I say, I guess? Welcome to the stream, I guess, everyone. How are you guys doing?
I hope everyone's doing well. Let me just go ahead and scroll over to the... Okay, I think the volume is good. I was just doing a volume check.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
There you go. Cool. All right, so let's see. So we have quite a few entrants this time around. So what is the challenge theme that we're going over today?
Yeah, so this month's monthly challenge theme was mass-produced ACs. So basically just things that are built in the hundreds, the disposable cannon fodder,
Yes,
just basically
your
average
so
mom.
Excited. I have been exactly your average mom. Hey, hint, nudge, nudge. Oh, does it remind you of anyone? Yep. That's what I got. I love mass-produced mechs, like the Zaku, the GMs. Your average MT. I fucking love it. So I've been really damn excited for this one. We will also be announcing another fashion core at the end of this, or is it not ready yet?
I mean, it's gonna be freestyle, so because we alternate every.
So there'll be another one. Perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good. Also, Dargon says hi, Inhibit.
Hello.
Yeah. Who is Inhibit? The guy who's been bonking you. The guy who will, if you don't behave. Dear God, inhibiting progress. What are you, a lawmaker? Damn. Hey, Petgwen, how are you doing? I don't know if that fits here, Petgwen. We're talking about mass-produced, Oh no, Inhibit has the bonking stick. Oh yeah, Inhibit, you should change your Fugi tech to the one with the bat. But if you guys don't know, Inhibit is a well-known member of the Armored Core community, especially on the fashion side. You'll find his tendrils on some really important decal that everyone uses. And Inhibit is also obviously the organizer of this community fashion core and also the mod of this Discord. So thank you all for participating. So let's go over it. So the very first one, which is the first one?
This one, I guess.
Yeah, Mizumin. All right.
Yeah. So just for kind of quick disclaimer, this person, unfortunately, they didn't have the time to go and they were away from home when during the challenge kind of submission duration, so they couldn't submit the assembly mini photo. And yeah, if they can't do it, then whatever, it was okay, just the ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one is Lego Man, I think, if you want to read that description.
Okay, a mass-produced MT previously used for civil and industrial construction for repairs. After several centuries of conflicts for resources and territory igniting between neighboring cities, Disnea and Plusaria, lack of established military force, made labor unions the first to go into the heat of gang wars. The first equipment to be remodeled for combat was this piece of leg V03833 produced by Pawn. Its rye coloring gave it a rather innocent name, Lego Man, among the populi, but the model is hardly remembered for that, and their manufacturers made sure that the members of the union had no lack of equipment. Okay, that's the cool thing about I think Armored Core MTs as well. A lot of them are refigured construction equipment.
Yeah.
And then a hilarious thing I wanted to talk about just real quick was that I learned that one of the few uses for real life mechs that are walking on legs could be primarily construction, because they would be extremely versatile. You wouldn't need crazy specialized equipment, especially if you needed it on a dime. So that might be the one real life usage of mechs in the future, the most plausible, basically. So the fact that like it's reconfigured construction equipment, realistic. Anyways,
definitely. Actually, I'd like to bring up a fun fact, which is before the widespread use of tracked vehicles, construction vehicles were actually like more like they had quote unquote legs, like they shifted forward on like moving platforms very slowly. So technically you could say that the first mechanized construction vehicles were actually mechs.
Really?
Like, in real life. Like, I'm not kidding.
That's cool.
Like it would take
Holy shit.
like think about it. It's like a building sized machine powered by coal. So obviously they wouldn't be able to move fast until like the widespread adoption of like tracks on vehicles, but like the first kind of like mining vehicles and like excavation vehicles were actually like kind of bipedal, quote unquote bipedal. I learned this fact recently, so yeah.
I see. Okay, but like but yeah, like in terms of the actual mech itself, I like the lore behind it. And then like how it fits into the context, like the lore is perfect. Like the fact that like its colorful elements is actually mentioned, that like it giving it in like an innocent name, but like its history of how it's used, I like it. Like, and I like there's like a really fun little decal here, like pawn right here, as you can see.
Yeah, I see that.
Let me zoom in for you.
It's like a chessboard.
Yeah.
Which I also really like all like the warning stripes across it, and the orange, which really make kind of accentuates the construction machine feel of it. Though I also really like that second picture. It looks like it's kind of doing work, like demolishing that
Oh my god, yeah. And did you notice, like, I like this detail, did you notice that the chainsaw is obviously like it's like the chainsaw's paint is way like more chipped off than the rest of it, which makes sense because that's the tool. I like that very nicely done.
Like that. You know, I always say you gotta have some, you know, sensible weathering, so I would have liked to see a bit more weathering on the legs, but overall it's a good job. The other thing I'd like to note is that I'm not sure what the color of the weapons are supposed to represent, because they're very kind of bright and contrasty compared to the orange.
Yeah, I suppose like there could be an explanation, like maybe there should be an explanation as to why it's colored like this. I like that it was mentioned, but maybe they should have mentioned, oh, like why it was colored like this. It's because construction equipment usually isn't colorful. I mean, they're yellow and like
beige or like
gray,
yellow, or,
beige,
like
red. Yeah, so like these colors were chosen for a particular reason. I just wonder why, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It looks like the garbage can and recycle can colors, I guess. Traffic light? Well, how would that make sense though, you know? That's what I'm curious about. But yeah, like regardless, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So I'm assuming this is one of the winners or nah?
No, this one's the next one.
Okay.
Altair.
So this one is Altair. This is actually on the PS5 or PS4.
This one's by Skull One Gabriel, the one of the winners of last challenge actually, and one of the upcoming judges, and he's the first ever console player judge.
Yo, let's go! Yeah. Yo, that's exciting. So we have Arquebus, having emerged as the victor of the war on Rubicon, developed a mass-produced series of ACs designed to assert total control over the planet. Despite being produced in large quantities, these ACs boast cutting-edge technology capable of bringing down even the heaviest and most resilient models. Armed with advanced laser weaponry, they are formidable enough to take on any opponent, ensuring Arquebus's dominance over the remaining inhabitants of Rubicon. Okay, so it's like this is a complete opposite approach to what we saw before. This is a corporation like uses these as merciless enforcers of sort. Okay, I like that. And it's made by you could see it too. Perfect.
Definitely.
It's even using an Arquebus FCS. Okay. Nice.
But yeah, so I really actually like the kind of name and the motif that Skull and Gabriel's chosen for this, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Altair is one of the like classic like Age of Sail like navigation stars. So that's basically like saying, oh yeah, this is the type of design that Arquebus is going to revolve around or like be guided by towards the future after the Coral War. So I think in terms of that, the concept is really good. And you can also see that the prevalent use of like HAL parts, and that really shows that, oh yeah, you know, Arquebus Wand, they've assimilated all of like the Institute technology, and you can really see it in like, this reminds me a lot, like the design language reminds me a lot of Arquebus Balteus.
Yeah, and also Skull Gabriel's in the chat right now. Yeah, and Skull Gabriel's like exactly inhibit got it. Yeah.
It's like assimilated Institute or like PCA technology. Yeah, and it really shows in the design.
I love that like all the parts are either like the mass-produced parts, like the companies that like here we have one company that like that, you know, sells to everyone. They have all Arquebus related parts, even their FCS, but they also have some Rubiconian part, some Institute parts. Someone as Maxium mentioned, this is the bad end AC. Like if Arquebus actually won everything, like. So like they're starting to use like R8 like Rubicon parts, which is pretty cool. Interesting that you use tool arm here, but it does fit the whole like look of it. But I like the little details.
Tool arm looks relative, because the shape of tool arm almost like mimics like the kind of middle section of like the halicore. So because like they're both like protruding forwards. So this kind of reminds me of how Yozayo used it in his oh shit, I don't remember what the build is called, but like, you know, like the one that won the fantasy challenge, like because like you have all those shapes pointing forward, which makes it look more uniform.
Yeah, like I think it was an excellent choice. Even using the All Mind orbits, as someone mentioned, like it shows their dominance over everything. I think it's like it shows like what they conquered. They conquered the Rubiconians. They were like the RAD as well. They conquered, like, you know, they got all the Institute parts, and Balaam. There's no Balaam to be seen anywhere, like because they completely destroyed them as a rival corporation. So honestly, I love the storytelling even from the assembly. So this is pretty cool.
So I think the orbits also work because in like the data logs, it's heavily implied that All Mind kind of tipped the scales in Arquebus's favor. So the inclusion of like her parts makes a lot of sense here.
Perfect. Yeah. Mass produced, but something like Apple would make rather than something like Apple would make. Exactly. Like it's like the clean mass produced.
I don't know, man. The F-22 and the F-35 are pretty sexy.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Yeah.
This one's
before we move on, I do want to touch on all like the nice like black decals that, especially on the kind of back section.
Let's see, back section.
Picture 3.
Oh, this one. You mean the top side?
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I really like how Skull and Gabriel's kind of use the decals to like accentuate the existing mechanical detail there. Always love
the uniformity is top notch.
But yeah, shall we move on to the next one? Just for the sake of time.
Yeah. So, we'll try to go a little bit faster for you guys. I know that the last one was pretty long, so we'll try to go a little bit faster. We'll try to, but as you can see, we're kind of stumbling on that already.
Almost went on for like 4 hours. It was kind of insane.
I was so exhausted. Anyways, so next one's by the Fast. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's just
submitted some really awesome stuff in the past, but yeah, sorry.
So let's go ahead and quickly read this. The EMT1 class type Soma are I'll just read the first part of this. The class 1 Soma are autonomously controlled mobile light units that self-destruct on destruction. The EMT1 units consist of a high mobility, low defense ACs that are designed to scout, swarm key areas or targets. They're essentially cannon fodders designed to do as much damage as possible for the EMT2 and the EMT3 units to clean up. Oh shit! I love the C page 7 to 10 for the special units. Like yeah. So they're going. So if the FAST is going for a military industrial complex making a drone, a type like kind of deal with it. That is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like.
Yeah. In the second paragraph of the lore, they meant the FAST mentions arms forts, so I'm not sure if this is a for answer reference or not, but yeah. So like maybe it's like made up lore, maybe it's like related to existing like kind of fourth gen kind of lore.
It did mention. I do see like sure. there's an arms fort, so maybe it is supposed to be answer. Oh, it's an interesting color though, mass produced but also pink. That is an interesting color.
I honestly really like how like the colors look. It almost reminds me of, you know, like flesh in a way. Like it's really the colors are really funky. It's like metallic, like pink metallic flesh.
Oh,
but okay. I feel like this is a really nice looking AC. However, the kind of decals, especially on the head and the core, kind of make it seem a bit custom in my opinion. So I'm not sure if like obviously personal opinion, but I'm not sure if like the look of the AC kind of corresponds to the whole mass-produced nature of it.
It does seem very special. Rather than mass-produced. The lore fits very nicely.
But then again,
it's like the weirdest. It's like the weirdest nitpick I could ever say because it looks so good. Do you see this picture, Ninibit? This picture, I can't get enough of it. I'm sorry. This is such a good picture. Like, look, it's perfect. Look at it.
It is, honestly. It almost reminds me of you know, like the 343 Halo games, like you have like the Prometheans, which are basically like you have like they're like levitating parts around like this like central like energy ball. That's basically what it looks like because you can't really see the frame because it's all like blue.
Yeah. Retro said, I imagine the red is made to distract enemies because it catches the eye or makes them target the obvious droid made to die. Very cool. Okay. I just think rose gold is an interesting term, as EM says. Rose gold is an interesting color.
Yeah.
You prefer it longer? Sounds good, Bagbo. I just wanted to make sure that like we go at a brisk pace. It kind of looks too good and too cool to imagine there are more than a handful of them. Yeah, it looks too cool for the mass produce is like the best way to describe it. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's a weird nitpick, but it just has to do with the theme that was chosen this time, you know?
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, I always say that mass-produced mechs are always simpler, but only relative to their in-universe counterparts, which is why I think the established lore matters a bit more with this challenge, because it's like, for example, in Gundam, you can have something like Zaku or like Jim, and that's really simple, but you look at another anime, like, for example, like Knights and Magic, and in that series, it's like, you know, like a fantasy setting, and so the fantasy knight armor is going to be a bit more fancy as a baseline, so you can have a lot more fancy mechs as long as they're simpler relative to the hero units. Like that's my personal philosophy for but also
real quick, thank you Stellar for subscribing for 2 months. Thank you. How are you doing, Stellar? We're going over contest entries that we do every monthly. Say hi, Inhibit. This is Stellar.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome. But anyways, when I was talking to people after, like, well, during and after the challenge, Karako actually brought up a really good point in which he basically said that his kind of criteria for what he considered a good Grund mech is if he could imagine maybe 5 of them together in a squad together. So it's like if you can imagine them being that particular AC being in a squad, then I feel like that's a good baseline for it to look like a mass-produced AC. And I think that kind of like in most cases, I think that actually tracks. So
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't really see like Twitch chat, so
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
okay, it's okay.
not sure
I'll
what
read
you
it.
get. Yeah.
I'll read it to you. But yeah. But yeah, I think let's go ahead and move on. But like but like I said, that's like the weird nitpick for me. It's like for us is that it looks way
Yeah,
too
it's like
special and cool.
Yeah.
This is something a named
yeah,
character would pilot type thing. Like, so I think like
Yeah.
although it's not necessarily the perfect representative of the theme, I could appreciate this particular picture and just how cool the mech looks.
Yeah, it's like,
but yeah, the fast
want to
like
make it look cool, but not too cool.
you want to make it, yeah, you want to make it kind of that way. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, skip that one.
Okay. But yeah, thank you. I hope you're having a good day, everyone. We're gonna keep going. MC
Yeah.
Energy, yeah, MC Energy, exactly.
And
So
obviously,
this one's
like MC Energy is really subjective to like personal taste and stuff. So obviously, this the kind of judging for this was actually pretty difficult because everyone kind of had their own preconceptions of what a mass-produced mechs should look like. So yeah.
oh.
But anyways,
Gotcha.
Here's our next one.
This one's our PCA HC pilot. Let's see. So, mass-produced ACs by a NASC. The goal was to create a jack of all trades traits AC capable of heavy fire support in high numbers, while also being capable of melee combat using its adequate mobility. Originally intended to be an all-rounder, it works more efficiently in CQC. The color pattern is inspired by AC of Sarakith, Chief Deputy Commander and Strategic Leader of NASC's elite squad, the Iron Eagles. It's still unclear why NASC decided not to intervene on Rubicon 3, despite considering their relationship with the PCA. Okay, let's see what we got here. I like the very straightforward
Jack of all trades, not Jack
Huh?
of all trades.
It's Jack of all
trades.
Yeah, maybe that's. I thought that was on purpose, but I'll just give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, Jack of all trades. Yeah. Love little. Yeah, let's see. So, so I'm getting like I like this already. It gives a very clean, mass-produced look. Just I think a part of it is I love that people are using like these like decals to these black like kind of paint decals to make it more uniform, like which is perfect.
Yeah.
That is perfect. I like
It's
that.
like this. You can see that the striped motif has been spread across the whole AC, but in like different ways.
Yeah.
Like there's like the blue stripes and the black stripes on some like parts. So like the stripes are alternating in color, and then obviously because you have the combination of kind of more like angular Balaam parts with the more rounded, arquebus parts, and the kind of black straight line stripes really ties those parts together.
Yeah, and like again with the weapon choice, like I like that. It perfectly does show the whole jack of all trades type thing it's going for, because outside of missiles, it has like the close medium range thing with the sword, which is just a standard for a lot of mass-produced ACs and not ACs, mobile suits and like Gundam and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat that like that the weapon choices they're very reasonable, like for like the lore that's going for. And someone mentioned this already, but the chest headlights.
Yeah, like those look really good. And also one other so the chest lights, there. Those correspond to the ones on like the arms and the legs and stuff. So I think that really spreads out the orange glow because, basic default Melander core lights are only like in like the middle section, right? So I feel like adding the fake lights really evens out the kind of distribution of lights on the AC.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for doing your daily login, Ogawa. Sorry not showing up because of the zoom in effect I got going. But another thing is like they added that, right? There's an orange light on only the right arm. That's not part of like the actual part, right? That's kind of neat.
It is, I think. Yeah. Actually, wait. I think it's on the sword.
No, like on the right shoulder. See, like right here.
Oh, on the right shoulder.
It
I thought you
seems
talked
to.
about the butt plate for some reason. Sorry.
No. The butt blade. That's part of the butt blade. Yeah. Freaking hell, ever since Loyal Bones, I keep calling it the butt blade too. Okay.
I mean, that's the name of it. So.
Yeah, but I like but yeah, overall I like the uniformity of it, even the light choice. Even if, like the blue, like it looks like a very like a military like unit. Perfect. Like it is very clean, but like I could see this being like fresh off the factory.
Yeah. I think the last thing I do want to touch on is that I really appreciate that, because PCA HC pilot kind of tied this back into the existing AC6 level, and this thing, since it exists in the same universe as the rest of the units we see in like the campaign, it doesn't actually look too fancy. It really fits the established aesthetic of AC6. So that's one part I really appreciate.
Yeah, and also Penguin, thank you for the $2 donation. I love the headlights. Those are like the WRX Subaru. So let me quickly look up what he's talking about.
Penguin, you're right. I know what the car looks like, and yeah, you're 100% spot on.
I do not. I need to let me see. I'm not a big car person. I'm a very casual. So let's see. Sorry for the flashbang. Let's see.
Also, UI, it's just $2.
Oh. Got the little orange. Yeah, I could see what you're talking about. This is a nice looking car. Damn. Nice. The rally version. Okay. You gotta. Oh shit! Now that's a nice looking car. Okay. Oh yeah, the blue color. Okay, I see it a little bit more now. Oh. But yeah, like, is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Because yeah, but overall, I praise that it fits very well into the challenge theme.
Yep. I think that's pretty much it. Nice looking AC. Great job. Great concept.
All right. So this is by Tile Spawn. So Tile Spawn, I know Tile Spawn for improving one AC until it eventually became so freaking awesome. So it's kind of interesting to see what he comes up with the new. So this one is E31 Spectrum, a mass-produced AC from Terra, a subsidiary of Bailey Industries. This AC is designed to maximize the pilot's use of right-hand weapons, most commonly found defending the wall, currently controlled by the RLF. This design is most useful as a mobile turret. This is a homage to Armored Core 3's Terra because I thought it would make a very good inspiration for a mass-produced AC. Let me look that up. Oh, Armored Core 3 Terra.
If anyone in the chat watches the YouTuber Thrive, who makes old gen cosplay builds, this basically looks almost identical to what he made for his cosplay build. So I can say that as an old gen cosplay, this is pretty much spot on.
Oh, I see what it do. I see what it's doing. Like, look, it's a cosplay of sorts. I see.
Yeah. However, because it's a cosplay of a custom AC, I'm not sure if it really fits to build, in my opinion, as a mass-produced unit, because the inspiration is relatively obvious, and also I'm not sure if a mass-produced AC would have access to a Kurosawa.
That's fair. Maybe they were just going
That's
for.
That's my only nitpick, but
yeah, I suppose so. But I like that the radio head and the hammerhead look really similar. Like the radio looking head that it had before. Classic. But yeah, overall, you're right. That is about the only nitpick. And I do like that because there's this emphasis on the right arm usage weapons. Like the right arm entirely is a different color from the rest of the AC.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of newer than the rest of the AC. They haven't had time to paint it because the Kurosawa probably has a lot of recoil and the arm probably gets damaged a lot, so they probably need to replace it a bunch.
I feel like maybe the lore should this is just my personal opinion, but maybe the lore should have been that they had to make hasty repairs with new parts, but their shipment their supply shipment was intercepted, so they only had the right arm parts. That'd be interesting.
Especially if it's used by the RLF, right? They probably have limited access to resupply and stuff, so
yeah, but it doesn't fit. But my explanation doesn't fit either because the main parts of the AC also look very pristine. There's no weathering, particular weathering I could see.
I mean, I
yeah.
don't mind the fact that it doesn't have weathering, but overall, I think it's a really nice build. All the decals are placed well. All the pictures are nice. All the pictures are nice as well. So, yeah, my only nitpick is that because it's so like overtly cosplay build, I'm not sure if it fits the kind of theme for me personally.
Yeah, it seems like it was kind of pushed into it in a way, because it doesn't necessarily look too mass produced. I could see it, but like I could definitely see it, but it's like it definitely feels it gives off named character energy a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could see it, but like it will need some weathering and more uniformity, because like the right hand gives it a very special look to it, and the Kurosawa obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a mass produced looking gun. I mean, it could be just for a visual thing, but yeah. Oh shit. Oh hey. Thanks for thank you so much, Stellar. You're too kind. You gifting us tier 1 subs to say. That's a hell of a way to say hello. Thank you so much, Stellar. I want to see Moby inhibit react on my entry. Yeah. I mean, you have one, right? So we'll get to it. We'll get to all of them. But thank you so much, Stellar, and say thank you, Zay. Where'd you go? Say thank you. They say thank you properly. 90-degree bow. What are you doing? I'm kidding. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. I'm here.
Yeah, skip that one, and skip the next 2.
Okay.
Actually, skip the next 3. Let's.
Okay, I'm going to EM now. Is that correct?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is by EM, a mass-produced experimental reconnaissance unit made for the purpose of gathering data during missions to both access the threat level, and develop parts for which when a situation arises again. C22596 is one such pilot for oh my god. Thank you so much for gifting a membership, like Pet Gwen. You're too kind. You're too kind. What again? Oh no, that's the same one. Bows into the floor. Thank you, mother. But thank you so much, Pet Gwen. But we'll get to your entry. I got baited by Macy. Sorry, Dargon. You're a winner, so you're gonna wait. Anyways,
Finalist.
But thank you guys. You guys are too kind. I appreciate it like deeply. A captured and re-educated RLF MT. Oh, sorry. C22596 is one such pilot for the unit. A captured and re-educated RLF MT pilot, often sent in, often salvaged for data, such as the nature of these units. Wow, that is very dark. Like it. The second generation though, nice, because you know how like says C2, the C1, 2, 3, 4. They recommend that's like the generation they come from. That is an early generation. Damn.
Yeah.
That is a terrible fate already. Because the later your generation is, the more humane.
Human, and then still being an MT pilot until you got captured.
I know, and you can see how I can see that happening, dude. That sounds really dark. Yeah, be nice to Zay Moby. I'm being nice. I'm telling him to politely, like, thank you. Hell yeah, you're not allowed to be mean or Stellar. Stellar's doing the freaking don't talk to me or my cat ever again thing with me, aren't you? But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the AC now. Let's see.
So overall, this uses the VP, like the Arquebus mass produce, I'm pretty sure this is the VPS frame is actually like Arquebus's mass produced AC frame. So this obviously fits the bill very well. And it uses all like Arquebus parts and like Arquebus subsidiaries. It doesn't even have an expansion slot, which shows how like mass produced it is.
I like that. I appreciate that. Because expansions, yeah, like it gives it like a better MT feeling rather than like an AC, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
I will say,
I really like the really subtle gradients on the around in the knee area.
Mm-hmm. I actually was gonna mention, do gradients come across as such really nice gradient work come across as mass produced to you?
I feel like it depends. Like most of the time, I would say no, but in this case, because it doesn't really have any other decals, the gradients are kind of needed to kind of add a bit of extra detail to it to make it a bit more quote-unquote special, other than just a straight repaint of a default, in lore, a default frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, while I'm not sure if it's 100% kosher as like a thing, because mass-produced ACs, the top brass, they really won't spend the budget saying, "Oh yeah, we'll add a really nice fade out of the factory," right? Like they're not gonna waste the money to like get people to like paint that.
Yeah.
On one hand, I do agree that I'm not sure if it really like screams mass-produced, but in terms of overall just design, I appreciate the addition of them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like that's kind of what I was getting at. It's like it does look a little bit on the elite side. I do see that there's a lot of decals going on the back of the head and side of the head. Do you see this?
Yeah.
This looks like
really
there you go. I can't see it from here.
In detail, but over like from the front, it's very plain, and I think the gradients really add that level of missing detail that the back of the AC actually has more of, surprisingly.
I can't see, unfortunately. There's not a lot of good photos of it. Like, there's a little bit here, but...
Yeah.
Wait, these are all, like, slightly out of frame. Or like, really dark or bright. Yeah!
I would have liked to see a few more, like, more clearer shots of the AC, but, yeah.
100%. But yeah, like, for my personal opinion, this, like, again, like, it's never about... This challenge just seems to be a bit of a thing, like where you already warned that, oh, like not everyone has the same idea of mass produced. But my thing here is that it really does look like more like an elite unit, and elite units tend to have like more specialized parts, like looking parts. So this does look more like an elite unit of sorts. But I could see that, like, oh, if it's reconnaissance, maybe it's meant to be like, those camouflage, like the devices that are about to boot up. Maybe that's what it's trying to do. Maybe that's what it's trying to do. So maybe. But I have to admit, some part of me, like, it does look very more elite than, like, mass-produced. But, like, yeah, that again, like, that's, like, the weird nitpick that I sometimes seem to do with this particular, like, challenge. But otherwise, I got nothing else. Like, I wish there was some cleaner photos for me to see, but I wish there was a bit more of what I see in the back of this side of this head. Because, like, this is the part that looks like I could see the mass-produced area, but the rest of it, not sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one.
Next one's mine.
Okay, give me a sec. What's up, Ichis? Lachismosa, how are you? We're rating people's mechs. Well, not rating it. We're going over all the entrants.
We're just reviewing them.
Yeah. Looks like the Arquebus can take on the light cavalry MT series. I guess so, yeah. So this one is by Inhibit Progress. What an interesting name. So I'm kidding. So Tactical Doll used mechanized armor, a large mechanized assault craft fielded by the Griffith and Krueger PMC. Sounds like a familiar name. During operations in the S09 sector. Called in when standard tactical dolls are insufficient or when artillery support is ineffective, these highly customizable units are piloted by specially trained T-dolls if handpicked by the local commander. You couldn't resist putting in a Girls Frontline reference, could you?
I mean...
If you don't know what a T-doll is, these are T-dolls. They're robo waifus, okay? Oh, this picture sucks. Yeah, these are T-dolls, okay? They're kind of like military robot waifus, okay?
Basically, yeah. But I would say recently, but this almost a year ago, they added kind of like mechs and like tanks to the game. And I really like the look of like the mechs that like Micah Team, like the devs who make Girls Frontline. I really like how their mechs look. I honestly just want them to make a mech game. Like, screw the girls. I just want to see.
What the fuck?
Like there's a meme in the Girls Frontline community which basically said, "No girls, only Frontline," and honestly just really encapsulates that.
Also, Lachi's supposed to screw you. You know what she said? She said mechanized D's nuts. How do you turn everything I say into a D's nuts joke?
Wait, Moby, you pre-ordered the UMP9 figure?
No. Also, you got the figure wrong, but no, I didn't.
I mean, I have both the UMP45 and UMP9 Figmas, so
I have the Figmas. Yes, I got them as a pair. Like I got them as a pair. Yes, I do have them, but no, I no, Petquin. It's first of all, it's UMP45, and also no, I totally didn't.
yeah, it's this one.
Screw you.
The third picture, yeah.
Yeah, this one. So this is what you're kind of going for, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's actually supposed to be like a reverse joint unit, but I really like how the how squat the chibi the chibi mech model is. So that's why I picked the wrecker legs instead of spring chicken. But yeah, overall, it's just supposed to be a really functional and simple mech.
Cool picture, by the way.
A bunch of like weathering decals. Thanks. There's actually a bunch of like weathering decals all over the AC. Like you see on the foot, especially all like that on the bottom of the foot. I added a lot of weathering decals there to make it.
It's like the paint's all worn out. I appreciate that you also took some pictures of it battle damaged. That's like such an easy. That's such a neat trick that I use. Like because it gives it like a cracked like feeling. But overall, like, excellent work. Like it gives a nice military feeling. Like it does look mass produced. It looks like it looks like, you know, like a kind of like it's with all the camouflage, the explosive and ballistic weaponry. Love it.
The explosive thrower is supposed to be a shield, like because we don't have like, physical shields in the game. So,
yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. It's your fault, honestly. Screw you, Chismosa. But I hope you have a good day regardless. So, okay, Inhibit. How about I ask you a specific question?
Yeah, sure.
Which T-doll do you imagine would pilot this? Because I know they all have like names and stuff. Well, not names, but they all have designations rather.
I mean, they do have names. Like
technically, I know.
Like Neural Cloud and like Cosmonaut too. You get to know the names, but overall, which one? I feel like that's really hard to say because obviously, like every like player has their own biases towards the.
Fine. Who's your bias? Who's your bias?
Honestly, I feel like. Oh, this is a really hard question.
Who's your favorite, Inhibit? Who's your favorite? Tell the audience.
I have a fair few favorites, but I feel like this particular one would be piloted by kind of a, you know, like kind of maybe like a lower rarity T-doll, like something like.
Okay. Enough. Just tell me what it is.
Search M14 mod 3.
Okay. You did all of that. Okay, hang on. Okay, never mind. I thought you meant M4 for some reason. Okay. No. Yeah, you're right. Wait, isn't this Grand? What?
No.
Wait, who is this? M14
Technically, it's the Grand successor.
Okay. There you go. Okay. This is Inhibit's waifu, everyone. There you go. Neat design though.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is the girl. This is the T-doll that will pilot this. Nice. I'm kidding. Mech reading turned into anime girl talk. Yeah, for real. This turned into a waifu reveal. Yeah. Anyways, is there anything else you'd like to mention? But overall, like my thoughts on it is that looks good. Like it looks like military mass produced. Yeah, looks fucking great. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, I wish that I could like added a few more decals. The legs honestly look a bit more bare than I want them to, even though the legs are maxed out on 40 out of 40 decals, by the way.
Oh.
Like it's all just in the weathering, but you can't really see, like, it's not really that obvious.
I don't know why I couldn't see that decal in the assembly. Do you see how difficult it is? A bit difficult to see the decal on the chest. Do you see from my point of view? So I didn't know there was a decal there until I saw this picture. But I see it. This
like that because you know, decals should, like, if the rest of the AC is weathered, then the decals should also be chipped and weathered.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I layered a lot of weathering over the decal to intentionally scuff it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you didn't notice it. I'm not sure.
No, it's because of the light. Like you see, like the light makes, you know, more white, and then the decals white. But overall, yeah, a few more like military like warning signs or whatever might have helped a little bit. Because you're right, I do agree that it weirdly looks a bit more bare, a little bit bare, even though you told me that like it's maxed out. Yeah, because of, like the pattern that you applied. So maybe some decals would help if you could afford it. To like make it look a little bit more like machinery. Which goes against the purpose of camouflage. I get it, but
yeah,
but you know, like just to give it like a nice look to it. Regardless, is there anything else I'd like to mention before we move on?
No, not really.
Okie dokie.
Let's move on to the next one. Skip the next two, and we're looking at penguins.
Okay, now we finally got the penguins. Okay, so this one is Order Stellar. Okay. If there's one god... Listen, Petquin. Okay. Okay, It's not that I can't physically read this. I'm just saying... And I love Hololive, okay? But this... How does this fit?
Moby.
How does this fit into...
Read it. She's done collabs with Callie before. Read it.
How? I'm not okay. The mass-produced AC of the Hoshiyomi squad, formed by the mercenaries who worship the common idol. Their goal is only one: to spread their Oshi songs throughout this fearsome battle upon Rubicon. If there is one goddess in this world, it is Suicide. Okay, Petquin. Listen, I love Hololive, and I think Suicide is a fucking banger singer. Like, she's an amazing singer and she works hard, but like, how does Petquin like okay, let's just get going.
I mean,
we
honestly,
stream right after we talked about after I got Inhibit's waifu out of him, girl's frontline waifu out of him, this happens. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, if you think about it, like, there's millions of Hoshiyomis around the world, so technically this is mass produced. I don't know.
Oh my god. I don't even... Okay. Yes, Petquin, I'm glad. Okay. And also Steam, hey, it's been 10 years. How have you been? Moby's already done, Petquin. I know, right? Nothing has changed. Okay, Petquin, this is just Ortis. Okay, Petquin. Yeah, but Petquin, this is just Orta Stellar. Like the one you've had before this challenge. This is just, you just added this this 3 sentence text, and then you just put Orta Stellar in here. This does. Thanks, music. Thank you so much for being humorous and being funny. Well, because okay,
I think this is actually, like, on a serious note, I think this might actually be slightly different. The emblems on, because I did a weekly Nightfall bullying video with the original VTO with shield version, and the decals on the kind of side sections of the core and also on the forehead are actually not the same.
Okay, some changes were made, but this was repurposed.
Yeah, pretty much.
This, if you guys don't know, this is just a slightly edited version of what Petquin has been rocking 3 to 4 patches ago since he got the game. There's nothing about how. Okay, professional face. Okay, it's okay, guys. Again, like I said, I love Hololive. Okay, and CC's awesome, truly, but I just Petquin, I'm already done with you. Okay, professional face. Okay, that aside, okay. In terms of mass produced, yeah, but in terms of mass produced, I almost feel like you could have gone for an angle of this is a merchandise This is a decal version.
Yeah, wait, actually, yeah.
Imagine that you had to go to the space Rubicon dodgeball game. Oh my god, Petwin. Thank you for super chatting $2 for 5 versions of this, Yeah. And how does that change this? Anyways, as I was saying, imagine that you had to go to, right? Yeah, imagine that you had to go to a Rubiconian Dodgers game or something, and then you had to get in order for an AC, you could basically be sponsored by Hololive, I guess. And maybe the mass-produced part is the decals on it. I don't know.
No, Moby. Think about it.
Yeah.
You go to a Rubicon Dodgers game, and at the merchandise booth, you see people selling this as a model kit. This is a mass-produced model kit of a Soysay Gundam.
Okay. Fine. That is much better. Fine. Yes. Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, Hololive is just growing bigger, and they're reaching greater heights. I can't not imagine Bandai having some kind of collab with them and having a Hololive themed Gundam. Okay. Yeah. If you look at it that way, okay. And I will say, I do appreciate that the alternate colors of this black and having white decals is really nice. And of course, it's in the colors of a Comet in the Dark, or Suisei as well, with the blue color. Has plenty of decals to go around. All the weapons are extremely bright and blue. Got plasma missiles, and you've got they're purple more and then the Wurgers. Yep. And these are good pictures. These are good pictures. I can't deny that these are pretty damn good pictures. Hololive fans cannot be saved. Oh yeah, dude, we're all screwed. Man of his morals, you gotta respect it. I know. Yeah. Anyways, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No. Besides, go stream Midnight Grand Orchestra. No, just kidding. I'm not.
No, dude, I ain't gonna get copy struck. I don't want to be struck down by Hololive. Okay. I am an MT pilot. Hololive is Archivist, in terms of how powerful they are. I don't want to. Would you want me? Do you think I want to be copy struck by Hololive? Heck no. Anyways, by the way, that does remind me, Emmett, you are a Hoshiyomi, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I mostly just listen to her music. She's a really good singer, but. Oh
yeah, that is true. That is absolutely true. Anyways, moving on. Fucking Weave's shaking my head. Zay, aren't you on yourself? Gal Girl is saying, take me into the ball game live on TV. Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty cool. So, this one is by Slayer. This is the Undertaker, rising from the ashes. The PLU unites the Rubiconians as one. Serving as private military, it wields the AC model, Undertaker, a model built on the corpses of Rubiconians' fallen comrades, designed for effective combat capabilities in close quarters, while making compromises to allow for mass production. Against the tyranny of Archibus, Undertaker carries the will of the Rubiconians, who gave their lives for the planet they call home. Thank you, Petquin and Dona, for the description. Oh my god, Petquin's and everything. Okay. Anyway, so let's take a look at the assembly real quick. Sorry. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so just a quick note about the description. Another thing I really... Guys, I'm making a video essay about mass-produced Max. Hint. Anyways, sorry.
You should subscribe to him. Yeah, I don't know why you have to whisper here. You should go to YouTube, type up inhibit progress. He's not showing up. YouTube, stop being a doo-doo head. Okay, you have to have no space. Subscribe. Okay, subscribe. He will have a video essay out, and it'll blow everyone's minds. Okay. Okay, you can go now.
Anyways, so in the description, Slayer did note that the AC was adjusted, the design of the AC was adjusted to make compromises to allow for mass production, and that's actually one of the things that I'm going to touch on in my future video essay, because mass production is difficult. You're producing hundreds of giant machines, so you need the design needs to reflect some degree of simplification to allow for it to be easier to mass produce. Like, you need to make it use less materials, you need to make the kind of individual parts more simplified, etc., etc., etc. And I really like that they touched on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyways, let's look at the actual AC now. So yeah, obviously, Lammergeier head, great kind of mass-produced, cheap-looking headpiece. Makes it look like kind of like a drone of sorts, or kind of just some, because Lamb head is literally just a plate with sensors on it. It's as cheap as you can get.
A plate, yeah, that's true. God damn, look at this mass-produced MT fighting the Ortus. I nearly call it the Ortus Stellar because Petquin has rot in my brain. But anyways, yes, like the Ortus. It is another mass-produced AC that uses like a rose pink. Interesting.
Yeah, but in this case, the black and the silver is really the dominant color here. So I think the red accents, like the kind of, I wouldn't call it like pink, I would say it's more like reddish, but the red accents really work here. I do want to say that the red and like the tone, like the color tone of the red and also the tone of the green lights is kind of mismatched, so it does clash a little bit in that aspect. Like, you see the green like lights, right? Yeah. But overall, the lining on the individual parts really like accents the existing lines and brings out the detail and adds a bit of depth. So I think that's really nice.
For me, though,
the weapons. The weapons loadout is also, like dual Ludlows. That's very kind of like basic in a sense, in a good way, obviously.
In a mass-produced way.
Yeah. The one thing is the Trano is a bit weird because the only AC you really see it on is like I almost said fucking Orta Stellar. God damn it, people.
The brain rot! It's affecting us all!
But yeah, on Steelhaze, the only time we really see it is on Steelhaze Ortus, so that makes it seem less mass-produced, but since it's a Rubiconian AC, I can see why they'd have it, so...
Yeah.
That's
For
just
me,
a little nitpick from me.
the winner, the key part that I really like about this is, weirdly enough, the part choice. The part choice,
I agree.
gives it a very mass-produced feel. Like, every part has been chosen pretty well. The Trinos are an interesting choice. Like, I'm not gonna take a look from a lore perspective of the Trinos, rather the look of them. It does look rather fancy. So I have to admit that I don't know if I agree with the Trinos as being part of the mass-produced. And of course, like the Lammergeier head, just like you said, it's a plate with sensors. It gives a very cheap feeling in a good way, in the exact way that we're trying to go for. I'm not the biggest fan of the colors. It's an interesting, the kind of red, the pinkish red, and green is not necessarily something I associate with like mass produced, like when it comes to lights. So I thought that was an interesting choice. But yeah, the part choices it was really nice here. So yeah, I like the part choice is what I want to say.
Overall, I think it's a nice looking AC. It's a great mass-produced design, and yeah, fits the bill, does everything it says on the tin.
Yeah, Ogawa said maybe push the lights in for more turquoise, so that it's the opposite of red on the Q wheel.
I think that would be good.
Green is a cheap LED. Yeah, but like I associate like mass-produced with like yellow, gray lights, like rather. And if you're going for a clean look, blue and stuff like that, green is an interesting choice, I would say. But yeah, like that's all I got. That's all I got. So next one.
Yep, let's move on to the next one.
This one's by Dragong. This is the Viper A4 Scout. So let me go ahead and read the first part about this. So, Renraku Corp is one of the newer corporations emerging in the war. They don't produce parts, but they're akin to a mercenary service. The only difference is that most of their ACs are run by AI, except for a set-aside company of mercenaries under the code Shattered Crown, epic name. This is because as the AIs are effective on their own, they are even more effective when under orders of a real experienced pilot. The unique part about Renraku is that they deploy several ACs for the price of one, under the condition that they are able to get their pay as well as all the scrap from any fallen enemies. Oh, going for like a Battletech feel, I see. Aside from the contracts, this is how they make most of their money, to repair their ACs due to the regular AC models containing plenty of easy to get and replaceable parts. It is said that the CEO started it after his grandson died in combat due to the mercenary cold call. Oh, thanks to this, vastly gained wealth, Renraku gained massive amounts of strength. Oh, let's see. I'll just read the rest of this.
Yeah,
we thank you for listening to this. We will send you back to your regular broadcasting. The TV begins to fizzle as an old man is seen lurking in the dark. The corporations. I will have my revenge. I will have them begging for mercy, but it won't come the same way my dear boy begged for his life, but was shot down. The Iota Est, the die has been cast. It's time to cross the Rubicon into the new dawn. The TV fills with static and shuts off, leaving a room in pitch black darkness. Okay. So I like the lore of that. Like they get an experienced pilot to pilot essentially drone ACs and that's what's going on here. I like that. Okay. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, one thing I do want to say about the design, like overall, I like the lore, and I like that the AC is kind of like a mishmash of different parts. Like the lore said, like they kind of scavenge parts from destroyed ACs to make their own. But just okay, I'll just say it straight up. Nock's head on Lamb Core looks really goofy in my opinion.
See.
Like,
okay,
it just looks like it's been like the head looks way too tall. I don't know. It just looks weird in my opinion.
I do wonder if the TQ or the Lammerhead would fit this because like the Noctrier is the Noct head like gives off like MC energy, like main character energy a little bit, but the rest of the parts, apart from the head, the rest of the parts look very robotic and inhuman. Definitely like fitting for a robot that's piloted by AI. I actually really like the part choices apart from the head. No, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Like the Wrecker arms actually look really freaking fitting here. Holy crap! Like it gives it such an inhuman robotic appearance. Like it's perfect. Like I love it. Interesting. I wonder why only the right hand is such a bright color.
What do you mean?
Look at the right fist grabber clamp thing, like holding the gun. Like it's like particularly bright from where I'm looking at, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what that choice that was, but yeah. Oh shit! Even built a corporation logo. Dedication indeed. Cold Call is an ass pilot, bro. Bro does not need recognition for anything. I mean, actually, I think Cold Call, like when you fight him in that small room, is a pretty deadly fight for a lot of new players. Obviously, you know, for a competent player with the right parts, not even, but you know, for a lot of players that aren't experienced PvPers, I think that he's actually not the easiest fight. Left fist also has blue on it. Oh, I see. Oh, wonder if what the design decision behind that is. But overall, the part choice is 10 out of 10, and I like that the colors are kind of muted and a little bit worn out, like so you could see the use on these things to show the salvage status.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this one.
The one thing I'd like to have seen more is more decals on the like the lamb legs. Like just because compared to the rest of the AC, they look a little bit plain. But
there seems to be a decal on like the left thigh thing here, like a chain of some kind. Interesting. Yeah, some more decals might have worked. I see plenty on the upper body. Maybe a little bit on the legs would fit better. Yeah. I could see that. It's like Phantom.
Overall, I think it's a great kind of design parts wise, and the lore is obviously really interesting. I think.
That's the core decal. Oh yeah. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Yeah. Oh okay. So it's Raku core built to serve. Maybe if it needs to stick out a little bit more, especially since if it's the logo, you really want it to stick out. You want people to know your names, right? Also, your wife said it's like Phantom Brigade. Remember Phantom Brigade Moby? Of course I do. Played it quite a bit with you all. Let's see. But yeah, yeah, I got nothing more to say apart from a few more on the decal would have been clearer. Yeah.
Yeah, no, overall, nice concept. Looks like a mass-produced AC. Head looks a bit goofy in my opinion, but that's just me.
No, that's me too. Like, I think the Noctet is a bit... It doesn't really fit with the rest, because like Noctet is very, very... It looks very fancy compared to the rest of it.
Yeah.
I get that the Lammergeier, even the Lammergeier legs in lore are actually very, very like are very high-end prototype parts, but ish kind of things, like conceptual parts. But at the same time, like it fits with the spindly-ish appearance of the rest of it. So I think that like the head is a little bit of an interesting choice. So I would definitely personally go with the Lamb head or the TQ head to give it the more drone-looking feel.
Yeah, definitely. Anyways, shall we move on to the next one?
To the next one we go. This one, this one's by Faust. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like if you don't know, Inhibit created the Windshear emblem a long time ago. That is true,
and
right?
The rest of the drip.
And the rest of the drip. So.
Not this one though.
Yeah.
Obviously not this one.
So Faust was in Armored Legends as one of the melee guys, which is pretty cool. So initially found in the remnants of the Undercity, this AC was previously sponsored by the Anti-Shield Society, manufactured within the Rubicon Institute.
It says ass. It just says ass because like Anti-Shield Society.
Okay. So the ass sought to build an AC that could break it through pulse shields in combat, securing high-profile kills while maintaining mobility and disrupting FCS. What they did not foresee, however, was the difficulty in piloting such a concept and suffering massive losses as training pilots suffered from skill issues, costing millions of coam in damages. As such, AS abandoned Project Windshear, and you may find some of these models among the rubble on Rubicon, even operable ones modified by pilots acute enough to take on the challenge. Myths of the ghastly echo of workers are heard from the battlefield, beckoning for its next aspiring pilot. Okay, let's
just to answer your why in chat. Windshear is actually a meteorological phenomenon that like can cause like planes to crash. It's like sudden like gusts of wind in a certain pattern that like really like fuck up like a plane's like aerodynamics.
Yeah. So okay. Also, damn, Moby also suffers from skill issue. No, you. Dargon and I'll destroy you. It's a Windshear. Seriously, no one has told me the real answer. The only answer I got is Windshear. You could also Google it, UI. Yeah. But anyways, so does Faust name all of his ACs Windshear?
No, he does not. This was actually his original version of the build that he can first conceptualize back in 1.03, I think. Like back. This actually used to have Burzel, I think. But like after Burzel nerf, he switched to midweight, and that's where you get the version you see in Armored Legends. But this was the heavyweight version of the build.
This is very much like a comedy take on the theme. What are your thoughts on it?
On what specifically?
On the AC.
Oh yeah. Overall, I think it's like with the Tianchang legs, I think it passes well as a mass-produced unit. Like, even with the lore, like which is obviously like a really tongue-in-cheek reference to like, you know, like his own builds.
Yeah.
I think the overall silhouette, especially with the like Basho arms and the Tianchang legs, makes it look a lot more mass-produced than the other Windshears we've seen from him.
Yeah, his windshears usually have the HAL legs, I think.
Yeah.
Which give it a more MC feel. So I do appreciate that. Like, I do appreciate the deep weathering. Like the thing I want to point out is like the worn out decals. Are a really nice touch. Please be patient, student driver. It's a very tongue, but like the comedy aspects aside, I love the weathering like matches with the weapons and such. It feels like a prototype training wheel, like that like
prototype training wheel.
Yeah, that was never that was like, you know, like from a past, like from like decades, hundreds of years ago type, like like decades ago. So I do appreciate the worn out simplistic look. So I think it fits the theme.
Definitely. Yeah. I really like the "Please be patient, student driver" like decal.
Yeah. What is this supposed to represent? The eyeball that's open and closed.
Which one?
The eyeball that's open and closed.
Oh yeah. That one. That one's supposed to be just like it's literally just like a winking eye, but the reason why it's on the side of the worker arm is that when Faust does like records clips, that's like, you know, like he often uses Wurger as like the finishing blow, and so in the slow-mo cam you can kind of see the AC slowly winking at you.
Oh, that's actually really damn cool. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly.
And that is actually on all of his ACs, I'm pretty sure, like that decal in that position.
I guess it's Mark. And Zay also said, bro, you haven't ever seen me play again. What do you mean? I'm glad that oh wait, I didn't miss stream. Hey Krako, how are you doing? It's a winky arm. Yeah. But yeah, like I do appreciate the tongue-in-cheek like jokes. If you don't know Faust, Faust was one of the people that used a technique that allowed you to bypass shields with a melee weapon. It's it's called dead angling. That was pretty damn cool. So his whole anti-shield society thing, I think Panda Man also used to like have that like emblem. So I think it's a society that exists in Armored Core because shields are very powerful, especially against melee weapons, which is a beloved style. So, but yes, I do appreciate. I do like the weathering of it. The decal like being like worn out is a really good touch. I love that. More ACs need to do that, especially if they have weathering in other places. So yeah, like overall, look good. Anyways, let's go on to the next one.
Shall we move on to the next one?
We live in a society. Oh baby. Oh Zay, you have no clue. So this is the MP Mel 305. I love these names. They're so mass produced. So MP for mass produced. All right, mass produced Mel 305 by Graham, making up Balam's main. Okay, this is Balam. Making up Balam's main fighting force of mass production ACs as a way to be less reliant on the Baus MP Mel series, although due to a heavy need as for many pilots as possible, a training program went out attracting all sorts of people. Paired in squads of 3, 305, 306, and 307 were 3 deluded choral addicts that believed themselves to be Balam's strongest warriors. However, due to a run-in with the Swineburn 306 persished and while it was a wake-up call for 307 and 305, went into a depressive spiral, doing as much choral as possible and continuing the delusions. What am I reading? That he was the strongest, that he had landed a killing blow on Swineburn. After a couple more missions, 305 died in a fight with the independent mercenary Raven during Balam's last stand in the Watchpoint. Okay, so like Balam like frontline expendable forces is like what I'm getting at.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
do you think a mass-produced unit would use Harris? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? But I feel like for something like this, like a Curtis would work a lot better.
Or even just a regular rifle. I do think like the Harris gives it like a little bit of a specialized look to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
overall, I think the weathering is really nice, and
the weathering is the key detail here. Like it looks so used, and like it's exchanged a lot of hands, like as if the many pilots died before like using it, like long, or at least they swap pilots out plenty of times. I love the weathering is definitely the king here. It is a bit bare, I will say. Some
actually
worn
don't
out
think
decals.
so.
Really, I feel like some worn out decals, just a few, even if you could only see half of it on purpose, would be a really nice feature here.
Yeah, I think the extra weathering in conjunction with the, I'm pretty sure they've used the kind of camo patterns to supplement the weathering as well. So that adds a lot of like layers of detail to the AC, in my opinion. Just like, you know, you don't usually associate weathering with like layers, but in real life, like, you know, you'll have just dirt and like dust, but also like maybe like water damage and then also under that there's like paint chipping and there's scratches on the bare metal. So like weathering in real life is actually really multi-layered, and a lot of like Gunpla and like model kit making techniques often try to replicate that by adding multiple different like layers of weathering, and people like this kind of replicates that kind of feeling, in my opinion. So that's a really nice touch, I think. Yeah.
One nitpick is that you see the Balaam and the 305 like decals that I'm looking at, they are very clean, freshly painted on. Do you think that fits in? Like I could it's like this, like there's one part of me is like, oh, it doesn't fit the rest of the AC, like because the it looks freshly painted on, but at the same time it gives me like impressions of like freshly painted on vibes, and that could work too. What do you think?
The decal, like the Balaam decal's actually really scratched up if you zoom in and look at picture number 3.
Let's see. Oh wait, what the heck? Yeah, it's scratched up here. Yeah, you're right. Why did it look so clean in this photo? Huh. Okay. Yeah, never mind then. Never mind.
Yeah. Because I actually really like the 305 decals are actually a bit less weathered, which I actually really like because it shows that, you know, it's a long time Balaam use MT, right? Or, well, AC. And obviously they're not gonna like repaint like the Balaam logo until it's been like fully scratched off, but they are going to repaint the pilot number logo every time they change the pilot.
Yeah. No, see, that's a good explanation for it. Like that counters my nitpick. So yeah. I do like how grimy it looks. Yeah, exactly, Zay. Me too. According to Grey Hammond, this was meant to be submitted with one of my buddies. It was our 3v3 build for comedy. That explains a lot. I see. Honestly, like, I love the weathering you put on it. Like, and yeah, the lore is a bit interesting. It just mostly seems like 3 coral addicts going on a rage, but yeah. But yeah, regardless, is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Inhibit?
Not really. It's a nicely weathered AC. It fits the theme, and I really like the last picture of it just blowing up.
Yeah, we should have made that a requirement. I will say though, like, I like this is what I mean by certain lights give me mass-produced feeling. This looks like, as like Takafumi described it one time, as like those industrial lights that don't go out. What are they called? Chlorine lights or something? Essentially, like, they're like old industrial lights that never go out. Like they last a while. That's like the feeling it gives me. You know, it looks like it's seen shit. Oh yeah, exactly. Lamada describes this exactly. Yeah. Okay, so next one.
Let's skip the next 3 actually.
Oh my. Oh, we have Cyro now.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys in your essays. I'll read the first half of this. So. CTZ.
Should I put a cap on like the description link?
I don't know. Like, I appreciate good lore, but some of y'all write a freaking essay, man, trying to oust me as dyslexic. I don't think I'm dyslexic. No, I'm not. So I'm gaslighting myself. Anyways, the CTZ3. Anyway, the CTZ3R25, or Setzer, or as it's more colloquially known, is the premier AC for those a part of the PMC group Zero Company. Cool. Mass-produced years ago through a contract stemming from several corporations using Zero Company as its enforcement and protection agency. They have been assigned to many groups contractors throughout the stars. It was designed to be deployed in teams of 4, with AC's primary weapons being able to cover close and medium range engagements. The implementation of a pulse shield was agreed upon as a form of allowing allies to cover one another while leapfrogging towards and away from hostile environments. The emphasis on working together as a group is more notable when the right back equipment slot is brought into question. Many prefer to carry a bazooka in order to have some explosive ordnance, just in case. Others may mount cannons or forego the equipment entirely in order to achieve higher top speeds during a sortie. Okie dokie.
Do you want to read the third paragraph as well? Because I think that's my favorite part of the lore.
Oh my god, I might as well read the whole thing then. Terminal armor was also made standard. Okay, from here on, I'm only reading half of it if it's this long. The terminal armor was also made standard in the Setzer by request of Zero Company in order to maintain its dwindling pilot numbers during the initial construction period. While the initial idea was to allow pilots time to exfil or disengage in an otherwise lethal fight, where one could either retrieve the AC or simply have a safer injection, many pilots among the ranks see it as an initiation of sorts. Some telling tales of how they popped their cherry and what they did afterwards. For some, respect isn't earned until such a thing is done. Although there are a select few who have yet to have their terminal armor be used, and they have gone from easy targets for bullying to the subjects of awe and inspiration. Okay, I see. So it's yeah, it's got extra lore on that. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, like obviously, the reputation of terminal armor in PvP and stuff, right? But the way Cyrus kind of reframed it as like kind of like a badge of initiation is honestly really cool in my opinion, and it's a really effective use of like lore and how it like ties in with the AC and the part like the internals especially, which we don't really get to see a lot.
Yeah, I like that the pilot culture is an interesting thing. I will say though, having terminal armor is surprisingly very nice for situations like this. So yeah, I like that. I will say though, popping the cherry sounds like a weird innuendo.
Because it is.
Oh hey Biohazard, thank you for joining the tavern. Moby is fake dyslexic. He does it for no, I don't. Where did you get that? What the fuck? Yeah, have fun lurking, Petquin. Anyways, Turner primary boo, but it does give them a like mass-produced feelings, which I like. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the pictures.
Like these are mostly like fashion builds. They're not meant to be functional, really. Most of the time, anyways. But so,
yeah,
in my opinion, that's okay.
They're only designed to fight against other fashion builds. I do like the weapons give it a really mass-produced feel. Like the Ludlows and the Turner are classic, like mass-produced looking weapons. Let's see, what else can I see? The weathering, really nice weathering. Yeah, the decals have very clear weathering here, and they're a good size, so I can see it. You know how you said like the pilot, the only paint that would be nearly new in the other AC we looked at was the 305 symbol on it. That was for the pilots that it constantly swaps, right? I like how the C5 seems to explain that this is a veteran pilot that has been around for a bit. I've seen a few battles, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. Overall, I think this is in like the kind of along the same lines or like the same flavor of AC as a lot of the other, like more militarized, like heavily weathered, kind of green, khaki, tan, etc. Those kind of ACs. So yeah, like all of those really fit the bill, and like this one also really does a good job of conveying the whole mass-producedness in its like design language. I also really like how it's basically a combination of a bunch of mass-produced parts, even though it's spread across different corporations. Like the VP-44S head, and then like the Milaner and Milaner C3 parts, and then of course the crawler legs. So that really brings out the fact that it's made of common parts, and it can be very disposable.
Yeah, and also this isn't even supposed to be one corporation. It's a PM. It's a private military company, so they'll use whatever corporation like works for them.
Much.
So they're not like, so that doesn't have to fit into their lore. So I think that's a really nice way of putting it. Yeah. And and despite that, they're still using mass-produced looking parts. They're just not loyal to any corporation. But just whoever, just like any private military company, they're loyal to the bills, to the money. Yeah. The color, but yeah, like the used color is very nicely done here.
Yeah, and the pictures are all really nice.
Yes.
Like, okay, like, that it mass-produced AC is, like, looks mass-produced when you don't have much to say about it, because, like, it's exceptionally unexceptional.
Which requires a lot of effort. Even the decals are worn out, like, are very well worn out. Like, it fits this challenge perfectly, and, like, that is kudos. I don't have much to say because there's not much for me to nitpick. It fits this challenge perfectly, and it's well done. The parts are done nicely. The colors are done nicely. Yes, like I said before, green doesn't necessarily fit in it, but it kind of like is. But it works here. Like with the rest of the colors, at least it doesn't look so overly bright. So yeah, like it fits.
Yeah.
Stop spamming the chat with two different on YouTube and Twitch. What are you role playing with yourself? Anyways, you were about to say you can have it.
Yeah, one thing I would say is that I'm not sure about the use of both yellow and white kind of marking decals. Like, me personally, I would just pick one, but I can see, like, why, like, Syra would choose to do both, because it does add a bit more kind of, like, variety in terms of color, but in terms of decal uniformity, I would personally just choose one color.
I personally don't mind, but I could kind of see what you're going at, like what you're getting at.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah. Let's move on to...
So, this one is by Jaime Lepine. Jaime Lepine. SCDU. All right. So, stratospheric core drop units aim to perfect the Oh, okay, so that's what it stands for. Stratospheric core drop units. Cool. It gives me like ODST vibes. The aim to perfect a strategy first employed by a certain independent mercenary on Rubicon 3, where the ACs will be dropped from orbit directly into the battlefield to bombard key enemy positions. All the frame is built towards the purpose that many modifications have been made to improve efficiency. If the legs are kept the same, the core and legs were changed for lighter parts that enabled longer flights and pass-by, the main points of these units. As for the head, it has been modified to add a visor, which is used to protect the head sensors during the first part of the descent, but is to be removed when entering lower parts of the atmosphere due to its color, which would also gather unwanted attention. As for the landing, well, we have terminal armor for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the point. Let's see.
Explanation of, if you look at picture number 2, that's like the orange visor.
Oh.
Yeah. Just think, I really like the fact that it's orange, like, not for any particular reason other than the fact that, like, obviously it fits the lore, but, it just looks really nice as a part.
Let's see. It does make it look nice. It does like make this particular detail really nice though, and I love that we were able to decal these, which is great.
Yeah. Other than that, this is a really, admittedly very basic build. It's just a straight repaint with no decals, except for like
the orange
on the visor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it fits the lore. It fits, like, it looks mass-produced. Well, besides for Shade Eye, but the lore accounts for that. But yeah.
Is it supposed to be a stealth mech? Hang on.
It's supposed to be an orbital infiltration unit, maybe.
The colors seem as unimpressive due to constraints to allow for maximum stealth due to lack of the armor, long range. Let's see. Oh, so it's meant for mass produced, like it's meant to invade in a huge force. I see. So they're kind of like Orbital's paratroopers, but like they drop all at once. I do like how it's
Join
part of the lore.
the Helldivers.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I will like it having less armor because there's supposed to be a lot of these invading at the same time. Like the visor being colored, but like it's pretty nice, and yeah, it fits the lore. So yeah, it is pretty nice. Maybe, well, like it does come across as a bit bare, but I wouldn't know how to fix that because it's supposed to be stealth, and I get that it plays that role very well, like in terms of like what it's supposed to show. But I will admit it does look a bit bare. I'm like, I wonder how I'd add some uniformity to this, but maybe that goes against the point of stealth, you know?
Yeah, I think I would personally add maybe a few like kind of pattern decals to kind of imply some kind of like stealth like coating.
Yeah,
or like
maybe
adding some like extra panels to, because you know, like if it's like supposed to infiltrate from orbit, it'll need the kind of like heat shielding to kind of block like the heat, heat of like re-entry and stuff. So maybe some like ablative panels and stuff on the legs would work. I don't know.
Yeah, but regardless, that's like my only nitpick. It does come across as a bit bare, but otherwise, yeah, it works quite well for what you're going for.
Yeah.
So next one. Also, Senzu Bean Maniac said, "Tell me mine is over and done with in trash talk." Why do you? Why does everyone think I trash talk these? I am so nice. Like I try my best to be like really like supportive and constructive. Why are all of you like acting like I'm like, you see this AC? You see like, oh, you see this AC? It sucks. Okay, like you should try harder. Like these decals don't fit. Your part choices suck. You probably spent 2 minutes on. Why are you guys acting like I do this? Huh? I only make fun of my AC because it's colored like this. Yeah, this is the real stealth color. Am I too mean, Inhibit? What do you think?
I don't think you're mean. I think people just like people obviously like an artist's greatest critic is themselves. So obviously like if we're like reviewing builds, people will be like, "Oh god, mine sucks so much," even though it's like it's really good.
Because comparing to other people, like they see only the flaws of their own. Like okay. Why continuing to do Team Rocket shenanigans in the chat? My god. Lamau, bro, I'm just yanking your chain. I just know that from my view, the build needs more work. Yeah, I get you. Let's see. So, this is by Andre. Oh, what an ass it is to work for a corporation. They gave you scrap metal and do whatever you want. You could die in first battle, but if not, they'll send you further. This is my story. The entire unit was destroyed. There was only one soldier left and it was me. And I have a difficult task to kill this asshole. Let's start our battle. The cartridges are running out, but I'm not worried. This bastard will die. I'm out of ammunition and rockets. Well, I'll kill the bastard with my bare hands. I didn't want to participate, but it seems to me that this clunker is missing here.
So basically,
wait, what? That last one. Like, is that just his comment? The last one?
Yeah,
okay.
It is. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just them saying like, I'll just submit a full Basho frame.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Andre the Giant Rubicon. No, Andre. I think. I don't even know how it's. Okay. Anyways, yeah, full Basho frame. Okay. Let's full Basho frame.
It's full Basho frame. What else can we say? It's straight
up an MT, huh? Almost, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
MT fighting Balteus
is pretty much it. Like the Basho frame is basically an MT, like in terms of lore, anyways. So
yeah, it's just a more advanced MT. It even uses the Jozo generator as its start off.
And like P01 FCS.
Yeah. So it does it well. It's very simple, but it gets the job done, and it fits the theme perfectly, and that's all I gotta say. What about you?
Yeah. Like, however, I feel like I would like to see a bit more kind of detail on it. I'm not sure like how, but like maybe switch up some parts of like jailbreak even to like add a bit more like points of interest across the whole AC.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. It's just I'm 100% completely biased, especially because we've seen so many builds that have been just like decaled and stuff. So, but I can't help but think that something could have been done to kind of like jazz it up a little, you know, like maybe add a few more like panel lines or like some like fake lights and stuff.
This is this might be like a time to bring out the mechanical, the fake mechanical details, like how Minot does.
Yeah.
You know how he likes to add more machinery looking parts to an AC, so that we our brain registers it as like a machine more. I think I know that's not really easy to do at all, but I think that's probably the next step of this AC. I think this is a very excellent starting point. I just think there should be more mechanical details like added, like for using decals to like essentially add fake mechanical details that kind of make it more machine-like. And I think that's a better way to do it than Jailbreak, because Jailbreak like always has a certain level of weathering no matter what. And if you add one Jailbreak part to a Basho frame, it looks out of place, like it's like extra old and used compared to the rest of it. So I really don't know about the Jailbreak idea, but I think like adding some fake mechanical details will go a long way here, because it does look overly simplistic, but it does get the job done, and I think this is a good starting point.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Anyways, shall we move on to skip to the next two? Yeah, next one.
This is by Excalibard.
Yep.
The 0593 Coventry. Oh, these are some fancy reaction. Anyway, the AMT Coventry 0593 Coventry is a recently developed mass production unit by the Volkschild Association. Cool name. You guys are really good at these naming things. I wonder if they're references, if anything. But anyways, they are one of the few remaining humanitarian peace organizations and a relatively unknown party due to their supposedly minor presence across the galaxy and minimal financial means. Though their reputation in history as a humanitarian organization is used as a guise for their true source of income and influence, covert private contracts that disrupt the influence of big corporations. Though their contracts and ties with organizations such as the RLF, through their contract and ties with the organizations such as the RLF, they procure parts for their in-house R&D department. This is also how the Coventry was developed. As other corporations began to field an increasing amount of coral-powered vehicles, Volkschild found that they were no longer equipped to handle the contracts that sustained their operation. They needed bigger firepower and the need for bigger firepower became very apparent. But training soldiers and getting coral augmentation surgery was deemed too high profile to viably keep a secret. Equipped with a weapon loadout that could handle any target, including buildings, a single pilot could take down an unprepared base by itself. When fielded in squads of 3 or 4, Volkschild can cripple the industry of an entire continent. So it's almost like a corporate agent against other corporations. Let's see.
It's like a mercenary, mass-produced mercenary AC.
Let's look at the assembly.
Like, one thing I do want to say is I almost wish they used Aorta or something. Like not Aorta, because that's too advanced, but because in the lore it says that it's the first mass-produced unit to employ coral as an integrated AI system.
The generator's Ming-Tang though.
Yeah, so obviously I think they're saying that they're using coral as the operating system rather than the power source, but I feel to kind of incorporate elements of coral into coral weaponry or coral power in the AC, I feel like that would kind of.
Oh, you're talking about this third paragraph. I was like, what are you talking about? Why does everyone put the most important part in the paragraph I don't read? Guys, seriously, stop writing entire essays. In the aftermath of the events on Rubicon 3, it is found that the application of coral far exceeded what was previously thought possible. The Coventry is the first mass-produced unit to employ coral as an integrated intelligence. Okay, now I get what you're talking about. I was like, what are you talking about? What aorta? What coral was mentioned? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, you keep going.
Yeah, so I wish they added a coral generator to it instead of using Ming-Tang.
That might have fit. That might fit in because the NGI is the big generator. Yeah. So I think now reading that, maybe that would have fit in better. But yeah. to explain how the coral computer is being powered up as well. Also, hi Novi, how are you doing?
Overall, I think like design-wise, I really like the way they did the head. The kind of like new like sensor, like glowing like slits in the head are really menacing.
Yeah. Love the false lights on it. Like, I'm a sucker for false lights. It's got some stars on it on the chest, like a rank or insignia.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
Oh, they put some decals around like the little keyhole thing on the arms too. Cool.
Yeah. I really like that like detail as well. But conversely,
they also colored some of the metal nuts and washers with white, but only some of them. Interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of the kind of like decals around the keyhole parts of the arm, I feel like that actually makes it seem a bit too custom, but I'm not against the idea of you know, like mass, like, because you know, if you're like a grunt pilot, you'll want to like add your own like logo or something to like, or like just cosmetic customizations to your own unit, even though it's mass produced. So I can see why, like I can see the logic behind it, but it does make it seem a bit less mass produced.
I will say I'm okay with it in this specific situation because this gives me the impression that like although mass produced, it's well funded, and they're not, and these ACs aren't necessarily always at the forefront of a frontline engagement as like a constant force. It seems like they do really specific mercenary missions that undermine other corporations. So but despite being a front for a humanitarian organization, they use these kind of mass produced but like well trained agents to kind of exercise their influence. So I'm weirdly okay with it because the lore kind of allows that kind of interpretation to fit in. But enough. I do get what you're getting at though. It does definitely straddle the line of like it looks very fancy now.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of it.
I really like how like dark and like grungy and like all the camo and stuff that I really like, and also like the fake lights on the head. And like you said, the individually like highlighted silver rivets.
Love it. I do question the Colliquid. It's a big pistol. I don't. That's not something I like. I don't know about that. It's a very like stylish pistol. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not a ducket.
That's true. It's not the duckets. The duckets are like, Jesus Christ, like the Joker's giant revolver pistol that takes down the flying Batmobile thing, whatever.
Moby, you're not escaping the dyslexia allegations.
Oh my god, this is why I don't read entire essays in front of you all. Also, some of you guys are not the best at English, so I trip up even more when that happens because I'm trying to fix it mid-sentence. But yeah. But the Colliquid's, like, I think it's a bit of an interesting choice, but at the same time, you know what? I take it back. I think it works because, like I said, these aren't like cheap mass-produced. They're like well-funded mass-produced is like the way I describe it.
Yeah.
So you know what? Well-funded and like used only in specific missions, so they're not always on the ground. Like they're not always like present everywhere. Like they're not like a staying force. So that means that like they can be regularly well-maintained and well-funded. So you know what? I do like this. And just like you said, the headpiece is really the king here. I love the false lights on it.
Definitely. Yeah, anyways, do you have anything else to say about the AC, or?
No, that's about it. Are we going on to the next one?
Yep. Let's move on.
Okay. This is by Edgara Reyes. This is Batara Bit. Unmanned ACs made to capitalize on recent advancements. That one AC can control more than one unit of Bit AC. Up to 12 units can be used simultaneously as combat support. These particular models are made with fire support in mind. Okay, simple, straight to the point. Let's see. Let's look at the... Whoa.
Yes, just a bit of kind of background. Edgar did say that the color scheme is really influenced by a combination of the EZ8 from 08th, like Gundam 08th MS team, and also some other element, like some other like Gundam grunt suit elements, especially, and also, yeah, the GX bits from Gundam X. Basically, they're remote controlled mass production versions of the Gundam X that can be controlled by the Gundam X to like increase its like overall squad level firepower. So I think like that's where the concept of like an unmanned unit that's controlled by like one pilot comes from, like on the battlefield.
It looks like a Zaku.
Yeah,
a little bit.
If
like
you
a
look
sleeker
closely at the head, there's like actually two mono eyes. Like there's like a horizontal track and there's a vertical track for the eye. Look at the last picture. I think that's the most obvious there.
Huh?
Like if you zoom in, there's two eyes. There's like the normal Zaku eye, but there's also one on the forehead.
Oh, why does that have two eyes? Just for extra vision, I guess.
Yeah, because it's like an unmanned unit, so like like.
Oh,
like,
they got like the 360 camera type things. Got it.
Like one like main camera source.
Oh, yeah. It's like the 360 cameras you see on like the self-driving vehicles. You know what I'm talking about? No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know those self-driving cars like that like humans don't have to drive? Like they have like 360 cameras on top. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, true. Let me just. I think it's also partially inspired by this thing from the most recent Gundam Seed movie.
Oh yeah, the eye that goes up and down instead. So it's like it could combine those two aspects. I see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. But yeah, overall it looks. The pictures make it look difficult to see, but it looks. Let's see. Yeah, it does almost feel on the bare side, but the coloring, like separation is nice here. You know, the gray, the white, the blue. I think it's done well, and there's some decals on the right side of the arm in particular, which is pretty neat. And like I could see this being like a driven like mass-produced like AC. I like it.
Yeah,
it can handle anything. Like using, look, if you look at its weapons, it does good defense, but good explosions, good range, like some range and some close range, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you want them to be flexible, so they can do whatever you need them to do, which is really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and like the slight nod to like the Gundam is a pretty cool thing too. So yeah, honestly, like solid, very solid.
Yeah, it's a solid build. The one thing I would like to see more of is, I think a really cool touch would be if the kind of stripe decals on the right shoulder extended down to the right leg. I think that would be really cool, but that might be verging a bit too much on like pro-tag unit territory.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But overall, great concept, nice design. I really like the head decals. Overall, good job.
Okay.
Anyways, skip the next one. And this is our last non-finalist and winner build by Negev/Nope/
Yeah. Oh look, it's another girls front. Oh look, it's another girls frontline reference. Okay. So, this one is Mind Beta Air 14. Access granted. File decrypting. Welcome, researcher. File N14 Air, access level beta, essentially logging in. Revised model of Mind Beta, reduced in technological equipment for the ease of mass produce in the form of drones. This specific archive integrated model has a reconstructed AI model of a former AC pilot equipped with redacted. You're not qualified to access this part of data. Okay. Last combat data retrieved from the black box indicated error code 03R caused this model to fire upon its allies. A message that was transmitted before its destruction. Kate, reporting for duty. It has been a while, Second Lieutenant. Okay, so it's actually one of the few ACs that's mixing in with the lore. Like, not one of the few, but it's one of the ACs mixing in with the lore of the actual, like, game. So this is supposed to be, I'm assuming, like, his own interpretation of the Mind Beta AC. His, like, improvement upon it.
Yeah, this is like a mass-produced Mind Beta.
Aren't they already mass produced? Like, what do we fight at the in the
those are,
last level?
I think those are like mind alphas.
Oh, so these are mass produced mind betas. Like, so it uses like the same like set. I see.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to say I really this build is really underrated in my opinion. It looks like just like a plain mind beta, right? But if you look at the if you look at this second last picture, like the ninth one.
This one?
You can, if you zoom in, you see those like metal, like indented circles on the core there, right? Those are like decals. I follow the Japanese person on, who on Twitter, like the person who made these, and like I've used some of those in my builds as well. So like those are a nice touch. And I don't know if you can see, but if you zoom in on the kind of almost shorter sections of the core, like the kind of there's like little like notches, like silver like notches in the
like right here
core there. Yeah, like above, like near the head. Yeah, there. You see those like silver notches, like almost like rivets, like added detail like that is really cool in my opinion, because it doesn't break up the shape of the original core, but obviously there's added detail there.
Like do
you see it?
Yeah.
But what Negev has basically done is gone over the whole AC and added a lot of really subtle mechanical detail on it, as well as like minimal warning decals and stuff. So even though it looks like just like
the regular mind beta,
with one part swapped out, there's actually been a fair few changes done to it that are
it's
really
definitely one of those ACs
and,
you have to like zoom into, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I love that shit, so
yeah. Oh, hey, Project Negameter. But yeah, we essentially will announce another Fashion Core contest. It goes for about a month or so, and we do the and you just enter it, but depending on the theme. Now the next one is freestyle though, so you can enter whatever you'd like. If you want to join our Discord, it's in the description of the stream. But yeah, like I like this. Like it's stuff like this that makes me go, FromSoft, like. So sometimes I wish that like the ACs that are in the game were as detailed as the ones like fans were coming up with. You know what I mean? With their own.
But that would increase the file size by like 2 times.
I'm okay with it. Fine. But it does like think about it does make me excited for the potential of how like deeply customized like the lore accurate ACs are. But at the same time, I suppose it leaves room for the rest of us to make our own customizations. But yeah, I do like what Negave has done here. It's a lot of subtle details. You're gonna have to zoom in a little bit to see them, but that kind of stuff is actually really cool to discover. So yeah, kudos to Negave. This is a very solid entry. And like he did a lot for someone that like had little room for interpretation with like the limit that he imposed upon himself.
And honestly, the effort is really appreciated and it shows. You can also see that in like the coloration of the AC. Like base mind beta is really shiny and like reflective, but this is really dull and weathered.
Yeah, like because it's not a prototype anymore. It's not a prototype unlike the previous one. It's a mass-produced version. This just like you said earlier, the mass-produced production means cheaper, more simple parts.
Yeah.
Which ironically, it has more details than the actual prototype version. In irony, but like I do like it. But yeah, that is a good thing that you brought up. Okay. Cool. Are we ready to go on to the finalists?
Shall we move on to the finalists? Yeah.
Okay. So which one's the first one?
The first one is OF57 by Dargon. Wait, let me just find the link for you. Like, that's the one build that I didn't actually give you a link.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the.
Yeah, there we go. Let me just.
Dargon. Let's see. Are they in order from top to bottom, or? Okay, I found Dargon. Okay.
No, we check DMs. In the message with all the share codes, I've put links for the console ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is by Dargon for the PSN. A simple mass-produced mining AC that was retrofitted for Balo's militaristic ways. Also, the reason there's a Decepticon insignia on its chest is because before the war, Megatron was a miner, but they're talking about the coal miner type thing. I know this meme. Do you know this? Do you know what the meme this is, Inhibit?
Well,
And you know the new movie Transformers 1?
Yeah.
It's in the movie, like the Orion Pax, who's Optimus Prime before he's Optimus Prime, and Megatron, that they're both like they're both miners, you know, with the pickaxe, like that type of miner.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the movie, they go, "Are those miners?" A lot of characters go, they refer to them as, you know what I mean? So it became a meme. It became a freaking meme. Yeah, it became a meme.
Oh my fucking God.
So if you see random memes, that's because in the movie people keep referring to them as, you know, the miners with the pickaxe, people. Okay, with the pickaxe. But in the movie they keep referring to them as that instead of their names. That's why they go like that. That's why, like, that's what this reference is. Fucking hell. Anyways, you guys are fucking Christ. Oh my God. I gotta start vetting some of these. You guys I gotta start vetting some of these before I read them out. Holy shit.
I mean, honestly, I feel like in terms of Megatron backstories, I prefer the whole gladiator turned revolutionary version rather than like being like a worker origin story for Megatron. But
wait, say that last part again.
I prefer like Megatron as a gladiator turned revolutionary rather than him starting out as a worker.
Because it always explains why Megatron is so much stronger than Optimus.
Yeah.
Like in the movies, Optimus gets his ass handed to him like a lot of times, like when they're in equal ground, because Megatron is just a fighter. Anyways, that aside, so you could see that like it's got the pile bunker because this AC is supposed to be like mining like for ore and stuff like that. So I like that it's like almost repurposed in that way.
I also really like the like asymmetrical stripe on the left shoulder.
Yeah, it's like it's like the construction. It's to indicate that this is a construction AC. Dargon says the inspiration was from the IDW Minor Megatron. Look up an image. I don't know if I want to look that up because of the weird wording.
It's just wait, let me do it for you.
I like it when they combine, like, here, let me okay, IDW Megatron. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay.
Like, it's just him as like a mining vehicle.
Yeah, okay, something like this. Okay, so I see the inspiration where it's coming from, like the color scheme of like the brown and white. I see. Oh, I love how weathered it looks, like, especially for something that's working down in the dirty like coal mines or something like that. Not necessarily coal, but like, you know, the mines. Like, I like that. It really does look straight up like construction equipment. Like all the weapons it has almost look like they're to blow up like you blow up like parts of like the deep mountain they may be mining into. I love that. Yeah.
Since Dargon's in chat, actually, I do want to ask, like, why do only the legs have like the camo, like the digital camo pattern?
Yeah, that was something I wanted to. Well, actually, no. It looks like the arms seems to have a little bit too. Actually, no. I can't tell. But yeah, the legs, the camo is, it's got digital camo that's very pronounced.
Yeah. So that's one thing I was really wondering about. Yeah. I think the arms actually have a different type of camo, but like it's not the same camo.
Yeah. Maybe try to go for the mass-produced feeling of like these are like mismatched parts that like there was a surplus of. And as construction equipment, you just want something that gets the job done. It doesn't have to be pretty, right?
Yeah, true.
Oh
sure,
yes,
sure.
this AC, very nice concept. I love the mining ACs. The part choice is very exceptional for this AC. Ah, I see. Yeah.
I feel like personally,
it's
I would
good.
have, like, for like a mining AC, I would have used like wrecker arms instead.
Yeah. Maybe that would have fit better
like,
with the wrecker legs too.
Yeah. But like obviously the chunkiness of the Basho arms fits the overall silhouette, so I'm not really complaining there. But
yeah, overall, really,
if like thematically speaking, wrecker arms would fit a bit better.
Yeah, I just realized the appetizer head is a really good choice because it looks like a helmet.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Okay. So, do we go on to the next one?
Yeah, the next one should be HAL Prototype by Blue 445599, or as more people know him on Reddit as Earvast 191, I think.
Okay. So this one is also on the PS4. The original HAL series prototype, developed for mass production before the fires of Ibis wiped the entire production line out. Walter himself managed to escape the fires of Ibis in this very AC, and has been trying to repair it ever since. It has since been abandoned. He has since abandoned the project as echoes of the coral haunt his mind. The exposed frame, leaking coral from past to present, a revenant of a horror long gone since past. Okay. Let's see. Oh my. Okay. Oh,
Okay, I want
that
to
is
see what you think about the build first, because I do have a few things to say about it.
It reminds me like the weirdly demonic like shoulder, the right side symbol shoulder thing reminds me of like Doom Eternal, like the
Yeah, it does.
It got like almost like like a devilish look to it. I don't mean that like a handsome dude like I mean that straight up like it looks like it's like satanic or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Goddamn. Oh my god, the decals on this are fucking crazy. What?
Yeah, like this person does really good work like making decals. Like I feel like all of the decals that this person makes are exceptional.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It does look good. And then like for its lore, it's going for a Rubicon Institute like mass production prototype. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But
So I can forgive
like,
it for being a little bit fancy because the Rubicon Institute was very, very powerful, right? Very powerful, very wealthy, had technology no one else had access to. So you know what? I can forgive it here. It is so threatening looking for a mass-produced AC. The holy shit.
Yeah. Like one of the things that I do want to nitpick a bit is that in my
real quick, sorry.
honest opinion, I think
Real quick, sorry. So, hey Rorik, thanks for subscribing for 2 months. I hope you're having a great day. Are you at the tournament? Because Strike is doing a tournament right now, I think.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sorry for interrupting you. You can go continue.
Yeah, the one thing one of the things I'd like to say is I feel like he kind of shot himself in the foot by incorporating it into existing lore, because yeah, while sure it's like a prototype and stuff, like first of all, if it's just a prototype, like a prototype AC, is it really mass produced? Second of all, you know, yeah, sure, like you said, the Institute has like really advanced tech and stuff, but we already have an Institute mass-produced AC in the game, Ephemera, and Ephemera looks nothing like this. So the disconnect between the two, the design languages of the two apparently Institute mass-produced ACs, really kind of diminishes this in terms of lore, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because it's just not consistent with what we already know about RRI mass-produced ACs.
Yeah, it's definitely stretching the mass-produced theme a little bit by just kind of writing it into the lore, because the AC is impeccably good looking. But at the same time, I gotta give it credit for that, the lower right said as it was supposed to be mass produced, and it's not supposed to look like this, but that the fires of Ibis, the complete sins of hubris, have warped this AC to be like, to be leaking coral everywhere. As a result, it has like this, it's a creepy reminder of the fire of Ibis. I think that's actually really fucking metal, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, like,
it looks so cool.
Really good. Yeah.
I'm not, it's like, I get what you're saying, and I do agree for the most part despite this, because it is a good looking AC, but I do like the angle that they're going after. I could definitely appreciate it. But no, yeah, it definitely doesn't give me the impression of mass produced. Even if like it's written into the lore, but it is an impeccably good looking AC. Holy crap.
Also, second of all, like second main point, I'm so sorry, I'm going to probably ruin this entire AC for you, but if you look at picture number 2 or picture number 5,
here's picture number 2.
None of the decals are centered in the core.
Oh, really?
Everything's slightly off center.
I can't tell. Maybe I can't quite tell, weirdly enough.
Like, look at picture 5. Like, look at picture 5.
Oh, okay, I see.
Look at where the triangle is on the chest.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
No, why did you say that?
This is very much me nitpicking, but in my opinion, Earvast does an amazing job doing, he does an amazing job with his individual decals, but his placement, in my opinion, needs a fair amount of work. Like, if you're going to make advanced level of decals, you have to have your basics down right. Like, if you're going to use advanced technique, you can't have decals that are placed, honestly, a little bit sloppily. And that's just something that, as a judge, doesn't really fly with me.
I see. Okay.
And
I definitely can see that. That is a bit of an issue, but I will say that at the in the positive side of things, this is probably a very easy fix in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, no, like I agree. It's like I said, it's very basic. Like, it's a very easy thing to fix. Just go in and like adjust like the paste angle and stuff. But
yeah, it just takes a little bit of elbow grease. Yeah. It's not like a huge problem. Real quick, let me just
trying to like roast him too much, but I'm just saying like he does a really amazing job in making all these decals, but if you're going to apply them in such a way, then I feel like it's a bit of a shame. Sorry, like the background's really loud.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it from your end.
Sorry, anyways. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of a shame in that like you spend so much time and so much effort, because obviously you can see the amount of effort and time that they've put into all of their builds, and every single one of their builds is really detailed and really nice. I personally think they're over detailed, but that's just me nitpicking. But for such awesome decals to be placed like this, I feel like it's a bit of a shame.
Yeah. Real quick, let me just answer a question. Just join the Moby Discord. You mentioned next Fashion Core be freestyle. When would that be taking place, and when would the entry section be open for it? Are we allowed to submit more than one? Okay, so we will be announcing the freestyle one after this. It'll probably be in a few days, at the very max, and it's gonna last for a month. So you should have plenty of time. You are only allowed to submit one, otherwise people would submit 100. So you're only allowed to submit one, and you make sure to have your assembly picture in it, and have some really nice pictures for us to see. And just follow follow how other people do it as well. And the thing is still creepy cool, not mass produced looking, but still feels like a corrupted AC. I like it regardless. Yeah. It doesn't. The mass production thing is, it feels like it's written into the lore rather than like the actual look of the AC. I think with some minor, just like Inhibit says, like it would be a shame to not like do some minor fixes on an AC this good looking. And luckily it's a simple fix. Inhibit bringing
Blue's
down the
actually
hammer on
in chat right now, so sorry if I'm being a bit too harsh, but honestly,
no. Like it's genuinely a simple fix, so like that's a good thing. So I definitely want to see this in like I definitely want to see this like an improved version of this because it is a fucking bomber, good ass looking of an AC.
Honestly.
Like blue, the hole destroyed. No, blue. That's not what we're doing here.
Like honestly, when like Blue showed up in the Discord, I immediately recognized their style from like all the Reddit posts I've seen of like seeing from them. Yeah.
No, Eagle. That's not our intention. You're welcome, Trevor. Also, inhibit bringing down the hammer on the blue Satch. Oh my god. But regardless, Blue, this is an amazing AC. It is a bit, it is a bit of a stretch to put it into the mass production, not gonna lie. But like the AC looks fucking sick. Like it looks so cool, honestly. And I like the angle you went for in terms of the story, of like it being kind of like a reminder of like the sins of like the Rubiconian Institute. I think that's really freaking cool. But yeah, just some simple fixes and this AC will like look right as rain.
Yeah, definitely. And you still made it into like the finalist list, so.
Yeah, like, yeah. All right, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, overall, great looking decals. A bit of work needs to be done on the placement, but overall, and it doesn't really fit the theme, but overall, it's a nice entry, and I'd love to see more from Blue in the future.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is by Retro, so this was something I downloaded, right?
Yep.
Okay. So is it break-in unit? Here, let me just. It's MIT BIS 27.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's break-in unit. Okay. All right. So this one is by Retro. That is it, right? MTBIS 27. Is this it? Because it's named completely differently. Why?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, hang on a moment. What's going on? Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look.
Yeah. So basically, this is meant to be an kind of MT made from AC parts.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And speaking of, because we just reviewed Blue's AC, in this build, I think Retro actually used like a guide from Blue to make this particular AC of his.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to find this post so I could see if there's any lore I gotta read. Oh my god, there's no way I'm finding that. Retro, let's see. Retro's a regular in this Discord, so it'll be years before. Okay, here it is. Okay.
It's another essay.
Okay. I'm being ousted for being dyslexic, and I don't even think I actually am. So, attack him when where he is unprepared. Appear where you're not expected. Is that a quote from Sun Tzu? An MT using it. Yo. An MT unit using the externals of an armored core. Commissioned by Balaam, RAD made this MT using existing armored core parts with muscle tracer technology to make it cheaper and more accessible to existing MT pilots getting a promotion. Oh, since they live long enough to get a promotion, these pilots are somewhat proficient in combat. A division of these MTs using the same frame, but with stronger weapons, put together to do this take the wall. Sadly, they all died. The onslaught of weapon fire was too great even for the special division break-in squad. They and Volta are the units that later paved the way for 621 and the enemy corporations to take over the wall, which was a considerable loss for Balaam. The 27 frame made and prepared to be a part of the squad was not prepared in time for the attack and was left in all these years in a hangar near the southern Belius region for me to find. A Rubiconian exploring the lost lands of my home planet, trying to piece together the lost parts of the story. Volta, we've crossed the point of no return here. We've crossed the point of no return past here. We are in the firing range of all artillery. We have to pull through, right, Iguazu? Yeah, let's make this our last mission. G4 Volta down, guys! Comms link disconnects. Okay.
But yeah, the quote by Sun Tzu is what the kanji says on the core. And,
really? Ooh. Yeah. Are you sure it doesn't mean I like ramen? I like ramen.
It definitely doesn't. Source, I can read Chinese.
"Hello, I like Kuram." Just like it just says that or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's so then the metallic. I like how like the weathering is like focused in some areas. How is that possible? Holy shit.
I feel like one of my just to get it out of the way, one of my like nitpicks is that some parts of it look really busy and some other parts look a bit bare relatively, but that's just my opinion. But overall, it's like a very nice representation of like a mass-produced mech.
Yeah, it's got some wear and tear,
warning decals, and you know, it's very basic and bare bones.
Yeah, I like the wear and tear. It's got a lot of decals on. Like it's got quite a few decals on it, so it's not like they're not necessarily well funded. Especially since you wouldn't want to throw random chafe at the wall, which was a legendary feat for the protagonist of the game to actually take down, even with the help of Rusty. It makes sense that like a mass,
Sorry, no, you finish.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly say, like, it makes yes, the decals like they're very pronounced at this for a mass-produced AC, but I get it because like this isn't like these are supposed to be empty pots that recently got a promotion, and yes, you're using cheaper parts according to the lore that was prescribed to us, but you have to remember that taking down the wall is not something you just throw random people at. You want people that know at least a little bit of what they're doing. So the fact that they're at least somewhat well funded enough to be able to afford these parts to use these parts and have like cleaner looking decals on them, I could kind of believe it. And yeah, like despite this, it doesn't look overly fancy. It just because like the coloring is very simple gunmetal. But yeah, what did you want to say, Inhibit?
If you look on the left shoulder, there's like triangle decals. Like remember how like on like the bottom of like the shoulder pad at the front? Like, do you see that? Like on the edges? The triangle.
Like this? Oh yeah. Oh,
that reminds me a lot of like Minot's like homeless cloud.
Yeah, the tribal markings from the homeless cloud. Yeah.
I don't think I noticed that one before.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice until you pointed it out. Is it on the left side, the right side too? It's not. So it's actually got. It's got. I like the random bits of asymmetry. Honestly, like it gives it a lot of character.
It does.
Without losing the mass-produced like identity. It does border a little bit into like a name character. But like looking thing, but a little bit like but the weathering is just done like nicely enough, and the coloring is just right to the point I'm like I still believe it, you know?
Yeah. Personally, I do think the addition of like the Sun Tzu quote does make it a bit too like custom, but like that's just my preferences.
That's like the one thing that like isn't necessarily fitting, because this is supposed to be a Balaam thing, and as we like, and I get that like that, you know, Dafang is Chinese, I believe, but like this is supposed to be under Balaam, not one of the subsidiary companies, Dafang. So I think it's a little bit out of place, I suppose, even if it is cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it is a little bit out of place, mate. But yeah. Color scheme is very simple but powerful.
Why is the Breaking Squad like decal in the crotch? Come on, Retro.
I don't mind that, but it does look a little funny. But I have to admit, I still think it looks cool. But yeah, you see the Breaking Squad crotch decal. As a Chinese person, the pronunciation of Dafang hurt me. I'm just pronouncing how Michigan just said it. How are you supposed to pronounce it? Okay, correct to me, Eagle. And it's traditional Mandarin too, really? Oh. But yeah, I think that's a little bit out of place because it's supposed to be Balaam, not Dafang. Okay, Dafang. So it's not under Dafang. So that's the only thing that's kind of out of place. But apart from that, you know what? I really like this. I just like the colors. I don't know. I really like the colors.
Yeah, like the colors are really nice, honestly.
It's done. I don't know. It's just gray and black, but it like really fits into the metallic look to it. So I like it.
Yeah, it almost looks a bit teal rather than like gray.
Teal.
Like it looks more teal rather than like
teal.
gray, in my opinion.
Like the turquoise teal.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe it's just the lights working together with it, but
also false lights. Holy shit.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Nice. But yeah, this is a very, very excellent entry. Like plenty of nice like decals, like good lore. Yeah. Like the coloring is the winner here. Holy crap. The coloring and the decals are definitely the winners for this one. Love it.
Definitely.
Good job. Omega, good job. Okie dokie. So.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say about it, or?
No, I already fawned over it.
Cool.
All right, the next one is this is Wasp by Senzubin Maniac. Let's see if I could find it first. Oh, Senzubin.
It's the one above retros. It's above retros.
Okay. Okay, so this is Senzubin Maniac's essay. This is Wasp, Ibis 8. Warning. Unidentified AC drones incoming. Project Wasp, Ghosts of the Institute. Codename Ibis 8. Rubicon 3 Institute, Research Institute mass-produced AC combat drones before the fires of Ibis. They were the crown jewel of advanced AI based on coral technology, self-learning, ever-evolving, and yet unknown except through historical data logs and rare finds. These drones were called the Ghosts of Institute City due to discovering destroyed models across Rubicon 3. Now the rumors are a fearsome truth and horror in combat. Near the conclusion of C4621's fight in Institute City, Arquebus made the discovery of the Ibis 8 near the Spire. With this discovery of RRI Advanced Coral AI, they believed they could reverse engineer the Institute's creation. To their dismay and horror, they learned that the AI was more than numbers, as if able to dream and think, self-aware. Before they knew it, it had awoken the ghosts of Institute City and all their fury. Okay,
so let's go ahead and get.
All right, let me go ahead and load it up. Yeah, it's good for you, Pat Quinn. I hope it's not Order Stellar for the billionth time. But you do know how to decal and color your AC, so I'll give you that. I'd like to think Flathead inspired all the Lammerhead ACs in this contest. Flathead?
Like, we'll get to that one. It's winners.
Okay.
And it's also one that we've taken a look at least twice beforehand. So,
really,
like in other challenges. So.
Oh, all right. Wow. I like how everyone always uses this plate as like decal, like a decal plate. I love it. Dude, I can't get over the fact that you called it a plate and I can't unsee it anymore.
It is a plate.
It is a plate. It just straight up is. It's a plate with some eyeballs attached to it. Oh my god. But yeah, look at that.
But yeah, overall, I think the decals are I really like the color of the AC, and the decals are mostly well placed. I do think that the usage of the triangle kind of warnings are a bit much. Like
there's a lot of them. There's like 2 per leg and the front side too, and like already two per arm. Like several like 2 minimum on the actual core. It is a little bit too many triangles. I think we get the message like that. Like that's like the primary feature. I wonder if these are supposed to be false lights. Do you think
the triangles?
I don't think so, but it almost looks like they're meant to be false lights. Maybe replacing a few of these with false lights might work better.
Yeah, maybe.
And for an AC that's powered by coral, using orange is an interesting choice, I will say.
I mean, coral's like orange-ish, like red.
Red orange-ish, but it's like a reddish orange at least. This is a pure like orange peel orange.
Yeah, true. But yeah, overall, I think it's a nice looking AC. Like Senzu Bean Maniac says that they could have done more with it, but honestly, I think as is, it looks.
There's a lot already going on with it, so refinement would be the next step. Oh whoa, Oh, it's got a really interesting decal on its calf. The RI drone. It made a custom drone institute like that decal, which is fucking cool as hell. Honestly, just like you, I've got nothing apart from too many triangles. That's about it.
Yeah,
in terms of like nitpicks.
Honestly, like it's nice other than the triangles. That's what I have to say about
and
it.
it looks like a drone, like, which is great. Like, this is exactly. Let me see if I can carry this to. Yeah, if you have anything else to say, go for it while it loads.
I mean, I feel like the weapon choice also really complements it. The one thing is that the Alba arms make it look weirdly like lanky, like it like skipped arms day.
I suppose that is true.
But I feel like even though the Alba arms are thin, the fact that he's like VVC PR kind of bulks out the arms to compensate.
Whoa. Hang on. Random buttons are being pressed. Hang on. Okay. Too bright. Fuck it. Okay, there we go. Trying to get a cool pose. Okay, there we go.
But yeah, I think the VVCs and the dual Auroras really like have like bulks out the design.
I almost want to like say, why don't you use like Rubiconian Institute weapons? But I know that they're all very flamboyant and huge. They're really limited too. So I definitely could forgive like them using Arquebus weapons instead, because there's just not enough like Rubiconian weapons yet.
The Auroras are Institute.
Huh?
Like the Auroras, those are Institute weapons.
Oh yeah. But I'm talking about like the arms weapons. But yeah, like the Institute weapons, perfect. It's got like, because they've got like the little alien look to them compared to Arquebus's more clean Apple designs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely like, and the red and the white, that's definitely something I associate with the Rubiconian Institute's like mark. Oh my god, I don't know why I didn't notice that the arms are fucking sick.
Yeah, there's
like the red and the white
separation in them.
Yeah. And even from a distance, so I will say, just like you said, too many triangles. But that's the only nitpick I got. Oh.
I will say that the kind of like giant like Institute logos and stuff, those kind of remind me of more of like kind of like race car decals more than like.
There's too many. Like you notice that like a lot of logos, although pronounced and clear, there's only like a few of them at most. And it's definitely plastered. This is an example of like, I would say like keep it a little bit more simpler is my personal opinion.
True.
Because you look, we have 3 RIs in the back. Also, why is this one reversed?
RI decals backwards.
Yeah, that's a little odd. Like just having one in the back would have been enough. Like this one at the center.
Yeah.
Or even one at like it's got a little too much things going on. Just a little bit more simplicity might work out is my thing. And yeah, apart from that though, like it does its theme very well.
Yep.
Did you want to say something?
It looks like what the lore says it should look like, and I mean, it is a bit over detailed for like something that's supposed to fit with the in-game lore, but whatever. Yeah, another nitpick from me. Wait, are those? No.
I think they're part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they are there.
Yeah. Regardless, very, very well done. Kudos. Just a little less on decals is our personal opinion. Okay. So the next one up we have is the Iota Dagger by Plova.
Yeah.
Oh, is Plova here? Plova was here earlier, I think.
Yeah. Second last entry.
Okay.
In the competition. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this one's by Plova. Let me go ahead and load this up first.
So this one, sorry if you want to read the lore.
Yeah, this is the NN09D Iota Dagger. The Iota Dagger is a mass-production general-use model based on the combat data and frame of the original NN09 Iota. Many parts have been reduced for cost reduction and easier manufacturing, and the weapon-based system has also been omitted. These include replacing the head cameras for a visor, cheaper thrusters and generators, armor reductions in the arms, and simplified armaments. Okay, very simple, straightforward.
So yeah, this one is actually a reference to the Strike Dagger from Gundam Seed.
Strike Dagger.
Yeah. Like you can see it in the colors, right?
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. What was this used? Was this a mass-produced model? Yeah, I'm assuming so. It looks like it.
It is. Yeah.
Oh.
And honestly, the Dagger series is one of my favorite, like grunt suit, like lines in like the Gundam franchise. So like, of course, I can't help but not like that. Like I can't help but like this, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I actually think
overall,
the lack of red helps a lot.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound strange to you, like, but I usually I feel like a lot of most things in general need to choose between red and blue, because red and blue combined gives it a very heroic look to it.
Yeah.
Like overly
really
heroic, like Captain America, like Optimus Prime type stuff, where it fits them because they're supposed to be leaders of like a grand ideal, like to like larger than life like heroes. So like the fact that they removed the red actually makes it less like a Power Ranger, like what I saw earlier.
Yeah.
So I actually, which makes it more mass-produced looking, which is actually a really nice like change of colors, even if it's a reference. So you know what? I actually appreciate that most of the red was removed, and the red was actually used somewhat sparingly in like caution decals and stuff, which is great.
I also really like the use of like the blue stripes to kind of add the extra color.
Yeah, the visor.
And that visor, that visor is
so
amazing.
Good.
This is genuinely one of the best visors I've seen, like in the game.
It looks perfect.
It reminds me of like an ODST helmet.
Yeah, it does. Cue the jazz. Anyways, this is really nice. Yeah, obviously everyone has to paint over these. Everyone does it, and we get it because they're perfect painting canvases.
One thing I do want to say about like if you go on the other side, like back to the right side, on like the fins there, I really like how obviously because there's the white stripe on both sides of like the exhaust area there, but that stripe next to the word dagger makes it look like the stripe is the Greek like symbol for like Iota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it kind of recontextualizes the stripe into like a model number decal rather than just a stripe.
Yeah, the Plasma Nova said, fun fact, the main design is after the dagger eye and the strike dagger, but the decal work is after the MG Jagan. Yeah. Oh.
It's the dagger L, not the dagger I.
Oh, dagger L. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, English, damn it. But the coloring is very pleasant. It's and simultaneously very uniform. This is a really good example, like, cause it looks mass produced, but it looks mass produced, but like it looks so uniform. It looks so clean. It looks so good. This is a very good example of like someone that just knocked this challenge off the rocks.
100%. I feel like there's a lot of extra detail but it's not too overt, so it still maintains the feeling of simplicity, which is kind of what I was looking for in like mass-produced mech.
I guess the only thing I change is like there's a lot of the red caution ones. I feel like removing just one or two, just one of them from each side from anywhere would make it look a little bit less spammed. But I will say that at the same time, I disagree with that, because it offers a lot of like interesting things to look at outside of the white and blue and the slight gray. So you know what? Maybe that's not even true. Like my nitpick with
I do actually like the kind of uniform spread of like little bits of red all over the AC. Like it's not as overt as the main like kind of waist part being red like on the inspiration, but just having little spots fit everywhere, those do look good. One thing I do want to nitpick, sorry, you go first.
I just want to quickly say I think this is better than the inspiration that this person like going for, like just truly.
Really?
I think it's actually better than the inspiration. Like it look like it the coloring is just better in my opinion. But yeah, what did you want to say?
Sorry, give me a second.
Pat Gwen, don't speed. That's risky and dangerous. Also,
like,
obviously,
first of all,
speeding ticket.
The look of the AC actually reminds me of this more than like the Strike Dagger.
Iota Dagger. Ah.
Like, I honestly think it looks more like the Dual Dagger than the Strike Dagger. Like, that's one thing. But the other thing is that I would have liked to see a bit more care put into placing like decals so they don't like bleed into other sections of the AC.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, you see, like right here, for example.
Especially.
You see, like right here.
Yeah.
Like it like kind of coming out like a like you colored a little too much out, like in a coloring book type thing. It does come across that way. And you said shoulder?
Yeah, like on the inside of the shoulders. If you look on like the kind of armpit section, like from like looking at it from like the inside. Not there.
What do you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Like maybe just look on top from like vertical up down on the shoulder. Yeah, like you see there, it's kind of like bleeding to like the gray sections.
Oh, this? Like right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
More care was put into placing those decals, but
yeah, just some minor fixes, like just some minor adjustments so that like it fits a little bit better. Looking at it from multiple angles type thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But overall,
like,
very good entry.
It's a really nice looking AC.
Just a few nitpicks, like just a few fixes, and then it'll be even better. Just a little bit better. Perfect. But yeah, very well done.
Yeah, and obviously this AC uses the laser dagger.
yeah. If it didn't, it'll be a little. I suppose it'll be a little silly at that point. Yep, there's the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, the decal system is wonky. Like sometimes this is not possible, and if that's the case, then definitely let us know. That is, that's something we just have to deal with sometimes. So, Cosmonaut by Maxiomatic.
Yeah. That one should be the. Wait.
Maxiomatic. Give me a sec, people. I should be looking for
above. It's above Empress. Further up. It's bright orange. You won't miss it.
Okay, here it is.
There we go.
Okay, you gotta lead with that. so this is the Cosmonaut. After a successful socialist uprising, Kolya's 6's new government expelled all extraplanetary corporations, and thus needed a cheap but reliable AC fleet to protect its resources after cutting ties with the PCA. The Cosmonaut represents the primary muscle of Kalima's Lunar Guard Unit, the LGU. Designed for low-gravity environments, they are primarily deployed to Kolimia's mineral-rich moons, which are prime targets for corporate exploitation. Ah, very interesting
Before
lore.
we go in-game, I do want to say that picture number 5 is beautiful.
3, 4, 5. This one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it looks like it's actually on like a spacewalk.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of well, it reminds me a little bit of Spider-Verse, like their poster where Miles is upside down. He's falling up, he's falling like in a strange way. Yeah. No, not stranger, but like the point is like the poster makes him look he's falling up in a way. But yeah. That's like I see they're going for like a Soviet Union type thing.
It's supposed to be like a Russian astronaut.
Yeah, like the Cosmonaut. Yeah. That's what I kind of like was reminded of. So let's go ahead and go in game and take a look. Okay. Let me boot up for a bit. Okay.
But yeah, overall, I think it's a really nice looking AC. All the decals are nicely weathered, and the reinterpretation of the kind of Soviet symbol, like the hammer and sickle, is kind of funny.
I like how it says Sputnik 621, named after like that really old like spacecraft that first reached space. I think the Russians did it first. They spent like an unmanned spacecraft like first, or before anyone else did. Oh, the Sputnik 621. I love that it like,
It almost looks cell shaded. Like I really like the weathering presets to make it like rather than using it as weathering, he used it as more like kind of like shading to make it look more like cartoony.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's on purpose. The decals are all worn out. Love that. Love it when people put that extra bit of detail. It's like it's weathered, but it's not meant. But like, and yes, it's meant for battle. But like a lot of it just comes from use. And according to EM, the emblem is almost quite literally as it has the sickle. Yeah, that's what we were referring to. The sickle and the hammer, like the hammer and the red. But yeah, I like the weathering. It does make it look cell shaded. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it looks cool nonetheless.
I think it is like it must be on purpose, honestly. Like in my opinion.
Oh.
Because the one thing I am a bit confused about is like the kind of like crescent moon thing on like the stomach area. Like, do you see that?
This.
Yeah,
I think that's just to like add a little bit of detail, like because it would look bare without it. Yeah, I'm not sure myself, but it could just be like just because it looks a little bit like look more details, and if anything, it helps with the whole shell shaded feeling to it.
Yeah,
the core has a face. I guess it could vaguely look like it has eyes and a mouth now.
Kind of.
But I don't think that's what's been like what's trying to be achieved here. But yeah, I love the look of it.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Do you want to take it into like
I know
what
mission to take it into.
Space missions. Yeah,
this one. This is fun. This is the perfect mission to take it to. Take it to space. Was meant to be a crescent moon, which didn't entirely work, but I liked it as a filler. Yeah, because otherwise it might look a little bare. So I actually kind of like it. Like, yeah, go into space. There you go. Here's a beautiful shot. Wonderful. God, I love like these streaks of white in the background of this like this mission. But fuck yeah, look at that.
But yeah, overall, I think it sets out to like it accomplishes what it set out to accomplish. I do feel like I'm missing a few more like spacesuit kind of elements on it, but it's a mech, so it's not really a spacesuit, so I can let that go.
Oh, there's a nuclear symbol on the back. There's a star on the back skirt. Cool.
There's so much like there's so many small details that are that really like add to the kind of depth of the design that I really appreciate.
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned with the cores for the lower purposes, but I did use all lasers since heavy recoil and low gravity would be an issue. Yeah, that is actually I was wondering about that. I was like, these are all energy weapons, but I wonder what the idea behind them was. And I get it now.
That makes sense,
shit.
Actually.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have you veering off course if you have such powerful weapons and low gravity, and it's meant for low gravity situations. Oh, this is well thought out. Love it.
Yeah.
This is very nice to look at. Yeah, exactly, Krakow. This looks very it's very pleasant, and like it's complete for the most part. Like I can't really think of any particular crazy nitpicks, honestly.
Yeah. Maxio had a concept and he executed it very well.
Beautifully.
And,
yep.
Yeah. Like besides the crescent moon thing, I don't really have any other nitpicks. So.
It's so good that it genuinely feels like it feels like I'm being introduced to like a new universe of sorts.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Holy shit. He cooking. All right. Well thought out. Looks good. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Not really. It's I feel like I've said everything I need to say about it. It looks nice. The concept's cool. Really unconventional.
Join the what was the name again? Join the Cosmonauts today. The Kalima's Cosmonauts today. That's what it kind of looks like this, like a poster.
Really cool, actually.
Say again?
Like charged laser pistol looks really cool, actually. I never noticed. It looks like it almost has like a bayonet.
Yeah, it looks cool. Too bad it fucking sucks doo-doo. If only they made it so that you could charge it on fire without stancing it. That's the biggest killer. No one who has one of these wants to get hit by anything ever. So when you try to shoot and kick at the same time, it'll charge up. I also hate that. Anyways, that's just my rant. I also want to say thank you for choosing mass production as my favorite contest yet. I love this theme, dude. Like Inhibit was cooking with this theme.
Yeah, honestly, like all the judges, we all voted on this one. So like everyone chose like we had a few choices, but almost everyone unanimously voted for mass produced. So
yeah, because it's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that. So the next one is the Armet by Empress. Let's go ahead and find Empress. Empress is right below, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god, Empress, you're killing me here. Also, I zoomed in the whole time. Fucking hell. Anyways, you're killing me here. Okay. TLDR, thank you, Empress. A mass-produced Knight-class mechanized armor by the Avalon Corporation, used as a propaganda tool to showcase the corporation's prowess. Am I supposed to write this? Isn't this job? Anyway, about Avalon. There were once records subjective opinion on of the Avalon Corporation, presumably erased. Now, the new mass-produced mechanized armor from Avalon, it's not their first attempt at these kind of things, but this is the first time they've incorporated singularity technology into them. Back when I still had my backdoor into their database, there were numerous attempts at mass-producing singularity tech, all ending in complete failure. So seeing these things roaming around has been a surprise. A mass-produced Knight class with extra armors added to compensate for its lacking defense, and those red abominations to enhance its fighting capabilities. Even with these enhancements, they still do not have enough firepower to take down our armors, but they do pose a concern when faced in large numbers. And those fancy filigrees on them, if you open the news or walk around Albion City, you'll see them on every corner that exists. That freak of a man wants to show how noble, righteous, and powerful he is, parading them around the city day and night. But one thing is on my mind. Where the hell do they get all the people to shove into these things? You can't just put some random person in the armor with red abominations and expect it to work. Even if it worked, what's inside the armor would just be a bunch of distorted flesh and bones. But anyways, we'll get our answer soon enough. End log. Okie dokie. This wall of text should be the longest description here. Surely no one's gonna top me, right? Actually, I think someone topped you, but because it looked like a lot, but like it was actually quite just a paragraph or two, which is fine. Anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at the pictures first.
Yeah, this is basically I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like an in-universe in-universe version of like a mass-produced mech that's. Sorry, I just really fucked up that sentence there. Oh my god.
Hang on, they're trying to click
no,
on the
it's
link.
your fault. It's your fault.
No, is it spreading? Is it spreading?
But yeah, it's supposed to be a kind of mass production version of some of his other like fancier ACs, like his entry for like the Fantasy Challenge and also like Crimson Drill, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure they're it shares the same universe.
Is Empress making his own like their own cinematic universe?
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like because when I click on the link, it goes to Purple Gaze, which was a freaking amazing winner from before. Holy crap!
Yeah.
The infection spreads. I know, right? Bobby needs to censor the dyslexia. Hey, look at me. You. I'm kidding. Dargon.
Do you want to look at the AC and like in the hangar and then?
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah. Also, I didn't know I was zoomed in this whole time. Okay, there we go. The Arment. So this is basically a PR stunt, like it mixed into it, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Let me just, all right, there you go. Let's boot it up. There we go. So it's meant to look a little bit fancy. So have you? I talked about this before, but you know, like what parade armor looks like in like medieval parade armor looks like, where like it was like that king wearing like a knight armor, and it's overly fancy, and obviously it could probably save you in a fight, but at the same time, it's not meant for it because it's so expensive to make.
It almost reminds me of like 40K, like how like kind of your average space marine is all still really ornate.
Yeah, because they're supposed to inspire like their fellow brothers and like and any soldiers fighting with them.
I think like dreadnoughts would be the better comparison.
Yeah, you know, like that Imperial March like animation.
Yeah. The
Something
one with
like
like
that.
the Imperial fists.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is all the Avalon Corporation. I think that's like Empress thing.
Yeah. Like overall, like with all Empress builds, this is amazing. This looks really good.
Does Empress always use the VP head and the Mind Bay Alpha like center, like the core?
He just really likes them.
Because I mean, it makes sense because they're perfect painting canvases. Like, look at the false lights that Empress put here, the Avalon Corporation logo. Oh my god, Empress always cooking with these fucking canvases, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is this? This is so pretty. It looks a little bit like porcelain, doesn't it?
A bit, yeah. One thing like I do want to nitpick a bit is that I think the kind of rectangular vents at the top of the shoulders are a bit out of place because everything's so curvy and like ornate, and then there's just like rectangular grates.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Plus, there's like two of them in a row. It looks a little strange.
Yeah, a little. And
I feel like having.
I feel like. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I feel like having one of them would make it less out of place, but you're right. It does go against like the design of like it's all curves and circles until like right here it's super angular. So like you're right though. I think that like maybe removing it like might be better.
I also think that the visor is a bit like not as defined as it could be.
Oh, how so? How so? Like you think there could be more decals? Oh yeah, I guess.
It's a bit dark. It blends in a bit.
I guess so.
Or maybe that's just because I'm slightly like red-green colorblind. I don't know.
maybe. I think it looks all right, but like the winner here is of like the porcelain designs because it's supposed to like look really fancy. Oh, I just realized there's like a black like stripe here as well with like the gray and the. Okay.
Do you want to take it into a mission and like look how it looks?
Yeah, let's a city, I guess, because these are supposed to be paraded around a city. To show military might. Okay, there's blue in the back. There's some details we missed, so let's go ahead and take a look there.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's just say they're just doing a little bit of a march.
I'm pretty sure it's just the light like the sky reflecting off the shiny armor.
Maybe that's what that is.
Yeah, it's like almost iridescent.
Oh, that comes from the illustrious shine of the AC, and it still does the mass-produced thing because like the weapons are very simple, but the appearance is overly flamboyant. Okay, I like that detail. That detail.
Like this is what I mean by the mass-produced ACs are only like simple relative to the context that they're in. Like by itself, this would be way too fancy. But since Empress is putting it in his own Empress cinematic universe or whatever, then this, like in that context, it works.
Oh yeah. It's even using Kakaku boosters. It's probably for the melee, but like it gives it like it's all about the appearance. I wonder what internals this has. Okay, so like it's got like it's got like a little mishmash of like coral parts and solid parts and stuff like that. So yeah, like it's all about appearance.
Worse version of Clarent.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, hey, knights are protecting you and your family, now support me. Oh, I love how like Empress has created their own cinematic universe to make this. Yeah, honestly, like really solid. Just like all of Empress Creations has a beautiful like has a beautiful Mind Alpha canvas there, has a knightly look to it, and has like some really good lore to it. The only the nitpick that we could think of is that these vents look a little bit out of place, so maybe something more curvy. Maybe that's meant to be, but at the very minimum, I would at least take one of them out on each shoulder. But that's about it in terms of nitpicking.
The ones on the front, like the forward section of the shoulders, could be removed because the ones on like the back are okay. I think like the ones that are like for like no, not the ones that are like the further back on the shoulders.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what you meant. Yeah, the lower Empress provided stated that it's their third attempt at mass-producing tech, so maybe that's just a byproduct how volatile it is. Yeah, but like in terms of looks, I think even having just removing one from each shoulder would be better. Like the one right here, the one in the front, the one in the back, I feel like could fit it, and then I feel like that'd be much better because it just looks repetitive from here. If you just look at it like this, it just looks kind of repetitive. So I think removing one from each shoulder might be perfect, actually.
That's just a little nitpick. Overall, it's still a very, very nice looking build.
Empress always cooks.
Yeah.
100%. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So this next one is the Hayak Peacemaker by Slappy, who is another armor drip winner. Okay, so where's Slappy? Slappy.
Lower, he's down.
I wonder if it's another Toho reference.
It's partially a Toho reference, but
I knew it.
Not a very overt one, and I don't actually know what the reference is this time. So,
Where's Slappy?
It's white and red, by the way.
Slappy. Oh, here it is.
There.
So here's Slappy. Heavy infiltration armored core. Okay, the HIAC Peacemaker. This is a recreation of my first AC, which I lost due to safe corruption. Guess I just wanted to see how far I had improved. Okay. The Totetsu Heavy Industries The Totetsu's Heavy Industries Heavy Infiltration Armored Core, codenamed Peacemaker, is mass-produced armored core unit of the Totetsu Zaibatsu. The corporation primarily focuses in the procurement of energy, primarily oil. Seeing the decline of the oil market and the rise of coral as a substitute, the Totetsu Zaibatsu tried to invest into coral mining in Rubicon 3. But due to being late to the coral gold rush, most of their small mines were uprooted by archivists in the early stages of the corporate war in Rubicon 3, primarily caused by the lack of armored units. After such a blunder, the investors of the Zaibatsu formed Totetsu Heavy Industries to help supply weapons to Rubicon, or to the Rubicon forces, I guess, like in the ground forces. Yeah. Most of their weapons are mostly requisition and modified Balaam, Baals, and Melanite parts. Totetsu Heavy Industries primarily focuses on designing an AC that could survive heavy combat in close to medium range, while maintaining perfect cover in the snow of Rubicon. The Peace Walker is a specialized mass production unit that is designed to fulfill all roles given to the Totetsu Heavy Industries. Take a shot every time I have to say that. Totetsu Heavy Industries. Totetsu Heavy Industries. Having a strong set of rifles to its arsenal and a cannon to flush out enemies from cover, with a white color scheme to help blend into the snow. I appreciate that. Let's see, the Totetsu Heavy Industries name is based on Totetsu Yuma, the same Toho character with the funny large spoon.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, of course.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this baby.
The one with the giant spoon is the one that Slappy's last challenge entry was based on, like the blue quad.
What was her name? Junko? Yunko?
No, that was his previous.
Okay. There's too many Toho character references going on. But let me just take here. You could be the Toho. You could look at it from the lens of a Toho fan. I could look at it from a lens of, like just trying to like judge it. Like, so you want to tell me like what's going on, a little bit?
I mean, I don't like this, like besides the name, it's not really a Toho reference, but overall, it just looks like a really nice looking AC. It looks like you can see the triangles on the side of the core there and on the knees, and then the red stripes, which I feel like it doesn't really help it blend in with the snow like the lore says, but it's a really nice kind of color variation. And you can also see a lot of like there's like extra vents on the shoulders and fake lights, like not like on like the lower side, like the lower shoulders, like near the where, do you see that, like where the
red
bicep,
this?
like where the bicep meets the shoulder, like the trapezoid section.
I am confused. What?
Like the black trapezoid section.
Like right here?
Yeah, that's a decal.
It is? It looks like a... Oh my, okay. Holy shit. I can barely see that though, dang.
Yeah, like he's hidden all sorts of like vents and like fake lights and stuff that blend in really well with the rest of the design. And
yeah.
Like this is basically like, remember how Asians like Asians quad AC, like how that had a lot of like hidden mechanical detail and stuff. This is basically like Slappy's in like way of doing the same thing.
Yeah. Also, hi Shadow, and also hi Slappy. We're looking at your AC. Kotetsu.
Retro. Like we already did yours. You missed it.
Retro, poor Retro. Why weren't you here earlier? Why are you crying, Slappy? Like it looks good. It looks good. I do want
that's misaligned, but I don't think I noticed that either. Oh wait, no.
I do wonder why is only this lower area so weathered compared to the rest of it.
Yeah, like
it looks overly weathered a little bit.
Like I feel like the weathering is a bit inconsistent, like throughout the AC, and also because of some of the weathering, I wish the decals were also a bit weathered, but that's just a little nitpick of mine.
Yeah, so I think we saw a lot of decal weathering this time around, which I do deeply appreciate. So I think they should be a little bit more weathered. This particular part is weathered a little too much. And okay, your whole thing, when you said, oh, like I don't think this is really actually camouflage as well. I mean, like it's like a stylized thing to explain why it's white colored. I think at the end of the day, it's just meant to make it so that it doesn't stick out so heavily. But in reality, even coloring it fully white will not actually make you that crazy camouflage.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's more that like there's the idea of the camouflage, but like stylishly looking, like stylishly speaking, I think the red actually really helps. So it's supposed to be one of those like lore. It's supposed to be one of those lore reasons, so like I could forgive that, and like honestly, as also white and red is like, I'm a sucker for that color scheme. It looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, do you see that like corporation logo on the side of the head there?
Yeah, the Totetsu Heavy Industry logo right there. The false lights on the top is really and over here,
and on the core,
it's really cool. Yeah, the core is really cool. There's more over here.
Side of the arms.
Yeah. What is this orange decal? Oh, it's like fake lights here. More fake lights. A lot. I wonder why these ones are orange.
Slappy has placed the fake lights in like parts that already have like that indented detail on like the base frame, because that part is like circular already in game, like on the part itself. So
yeah. How are you, Moby? Doing good. It looks like a Gundam sticker. It looks very well made. Oh yeah, of course. This is made by Slappy, so it's definitely gonna be well made. But yeah, like I love the false lights. I feel like it's a little bit too much on the arms. Wait, is this missing one?
No, because that's the mailing port. Yeah, that's
that's the. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's too many false lights on this. Like it's like on both sides. Maybe that's a little bit much.
I actually think here, it's quite well balanced.
Really? Okay. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, otherwise this is a very solid, entry from Slappy. I love the careful decaling. Just a little bit of like weathering on the decal might be good. You can still see it somewhere here, I guess. That is true, but
a bit.
Some inconsistent weathering aside, this is a very good entry.
Yeah, like Slappy said, I like some parts in the game, like even at 100%, like clean no weathering, the parts themselves have some amount of base weathering for some reason. So I think it's just that. It's probably just that.
Yeah. Schmack said, I really hope that they release new parts or at least different versions or styles of some of the same parts. Something like Destiny does with cosmetics. Well, I don't know about that, but we do have a hint that we might be getting new parts minimum. According to like some possible like leaks on, not leaks, but like some Steam notes and stuff like that. We might actually be getting new parts. The last time they did that was patch 1.05 when they added like the Lammergeier set. So maybe, and like the few more weapons. So maybe like, let's cross our fingers and hope. But overall, a very good entry, Slappy. Kudos.
Yeah. Do you want to chuck it in a snow mission, or do you want to just?
Fuck yeah. Let's see how it looks in a. You're right. Let's see how it looks in a snow mission. So that way we can see how it looks in its natural habitat. I'm kidding. Actually, Inhibit, can you say that? Can you say let's take a look at it in its natural habitat in your most accented version?
Wait, what do you mean? I'm so confused.
Say it in like the wilderness expert way. We'll take a look at this AC in its natural habitat.
We'll take a look at this AC in its natural habitat.
Good job. Okay. All right. So. Okay.
Crikey, look at this bit.
Okay. So see, like honestly, it doesn't like stick out crazy, and that's all I needed to do. And yeah, like it looks right at home. Holy shit. It looks nice. Ooh, it was made for the snow. Oh, it looks really pleasant here. All the details really pop now.
Yeah, it does really. Like I really don't think the fake lights are like too much, honestly.
Just on the arms, but that's just my personal opinion. But maybe that's just very much a personal thing. So I don't think it's too it's a big of a deal even slightly. The only thing I just bothered by is like the weathering on like this kind of like abdomen area is just a little bit stronger than the rest for some reason.
I think that's the game's fault though. I don't think that's really Slappy's fault, but he could have weathered the decals to compensate. But I don't know. It's
And also the weapons, they have like some good like weathering, but like not like here. It's so clean. Just some weathering inconsistencies, but otherwise a very good ass looking AC with some really damn good lore behind it. So kudos.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one. This next one is LO2A by Cosmic Sam. Another console for the PSN. One day we will have an Xbox winner. So, the IB Designs presents the new tactical AC designed for extraction missions, L02A. Loza almost, looks like. High performance generator. It features a high performance generator booster setup that allows continuous flight while maintaining high speeds. New optimized quad homing missile system allows the pilot to shoot missiles remaining undetected. Our coding technology reinforces the frame while maintaining the high mobility performances of the original parts. Cool. I look at it's like an advertisement. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Overall, I think the AC looks really good, but part of me feels like it's a bit too like main character-ish. But
also what?
That might just be because of the Alba parts. I don't know. Yeah,
the Alba parts are very gun to me, you know. Okay. I will say I kind of disagree because this is supposed to be a brand new product show off of it's supposed to be a brand new product of a corporation. Like it's supposed to be the next clean thing that's supposed to change, supposed to like advertise as being like a big thing for warfare. Like it's like one of those like those like you know that, did you see that video of a guy who infiltrated like the a defense con? And his fucking fake name was Rob Banks. Okay, think of that defense con. Like this is an AC you would want to advertise to military, like to procurement officers. The head part is okay. That was cool.
But
he looks.
I'm really
okay with this. It looks like a mass-produced product, but like a really clean one. That was handpicked and colored just to be advertised. Like, this is like going for the advertisement route. So I think it kind of fits. The Alba chest is an interesting choice, but it does give it a very advanced look to it. So I could kind of appreciate that.
Yeah, sure. I really like the kind of patterns all over the AC, because that's kind of the special coating that that they mentioned in the lore. I do want to say though, because those are often put next to kind of like stripes and like other decorative elements or like panel lines, so I thought those were just like weird with like weird bits of paint on it, but until I reread the lore. So those sections, like the purpose of those sections was a bit unclear to me at the initially, but yeah, I think it's a nice touch still. Like, do you see like the triangle decals like around like the core section and like the leading edges of the wings and stuff?
Extra mechanical details. Like, fuck, I'm such a sucker for those. Okay, I love this AC. Like, I love the whole brand new product, latest technology, buy now, deal that's going on. I think that's freaking cool. And like the colors really make the white details, like the black coloring here, make like the lighter details pop. Like, really cool stuff. I wish I could zoom. The head looks really interesting. It's like carbon fiber.
It's the same pattern, like coating decal that they've put on the rest of the AC.
Yeah, it works really nicely, because carbon fiber is usually associated with premium and like customizing your car. So like, I think that is a nice touch. It's also slightly asymmetric, which I'm a bit of a sucker for. Actually, I wonder if that's actually true, because I can't tell if like the inner thigh hair of the left leg looks the same. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not asymmetric. But overall, love the clean look to it. Still mass produced, as it's got 2 turners. It's supposed to play a very speedy, slightly stealth focused role, one that's advertised to military procurement officers. I love that. I love the lore of this.
Definitely.
It looks clean.
Yeah, I wish we could take a look at this in game.
Me too.
But no crossplay.
Yeah, sad face indeed.
Yeah. One thing I do kind of want to talk about though is like, I really like the asymmetry in the core, like the upper like the shoulder sections of the core. But I'm a bit confused about what the right side one is with like the 2 holes. Like, are those supposed to be like cannons or like extra sensors or what?
Probably. I could believe the extra sensor thing that you just suggested. I could believe that.
Yeah.
Like, the sensors on its head are probably like not as thing. That might be flares. Yeah, like it could be any number of things. I don't think it's a big problem that they haven't described it. Like, maybe if they put it on the lore to like invigorate like our imagination a little bit, but I have to admit, it could be any number of things, and I think that's cool. It could be flares,
sure.
an iPhone camera. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god, it actually looks like a fucking phone camera.
I know, right? It just needs one more camera for the tri-camera. Anyways, but yeah, overall, love the concept. Very well done, Cosmic Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one, so we're getting to our winners now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me just change the music.
Kuroko, are you ready? We're about to take a look at Flathead for the 3rd time in like 3 months.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait, is it this one?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this one a few times.
We have.
But basically what Kuroko's done is he's taken some of my advice from the last stream we did, and he's applied a bunch of that to the rest of the AC. Like the changing some of like the lights and like the location of the lights, and adding a bit more mechanical detail and stuff.
Oh.
So it's like an enhanced like an upgraded version of the last time we saw it.
Yeah, I definitely remember this. Funny enough, I remember this like asymmetrical core like false eye thing Like that's like what I remember about it, and like the top of the head, like the little flame lights. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's refined.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you name any like particularly big changes that you notice?
It's mostly in the fake lights on the core and the biceps, I think. Because those are the parts that, those ones seemed a bit dull last time.
HD lights, according to Krakow, HD decals, lights, and vents. Cool. Yeah, I cannot point out a single flaw in this damn thing.
Yeah, like, it's...
God dang.
I feel like it's pretty much complete as...
Yeah, holy shit. It's nice to see an improvement. Of when we talk about, like our minor nitpicks or whatever, like, and like we see like improvement, kind of like, you know, Tile Spawn's probably the biggest example of this, because he puts on the same AC until this particular challenge, and like it just became like just this monster of a beautiful AC. So yeah, like this is like this improvement, like, ooh, sleek.
I feel like
and nice.
Can't really say anything else about it because I feel like I've already said what there has to be said.
I'll read the lore. Maybe there's some new lore about it. Krakow.
Probably further up.
Krakow. There we go. So, Flathead. Mass-produced AC? Who said my name? This is my last chance. Let's go out with a bang. RJC-22 is a mass-produced AC design with a brand new reverse joint technology. Nicknamed Flathead by engineers, the reverse joint cavalry model 22 is the first of the RJC line to see public success, sporting new and improved weaponry, allowing it to easily become among the top of the line for AC models. While cheap, it still holds immense power. However, this comes at the cost of radar and visual systems. With a bare-bones head, the RJC-22 relies on the pilot's skill alone to make up for its flaws. Notable users: White Solus, Leapfrog, and Deaf Ocean with ACB ranks. One of them is missing and one of them is KIA. This is it, guys. Let's put old Flatface to the top. Let's look at some of the pictures as well. So, I like how they incorporated the Lamigar's head's weakness as like part of its lore that it can't like quite see. And like it is true that this is one of the few reverse joint ACs we saw in this current like theme, because reverse joints look so fancy, but like because the rest of it looks so like streamlined, it really does fit its overall appearance as usual.
Definitely.
Ooh. Cavalry. These are by far my best pictures. Oh yeah, like these pictures rock. Well, okay, this one is a bit of a flashback. Nice. But yeah, honestly, Krakow, whatever nitpicks I had before, I got none this time. This
yeah,
it looks good.
It's complete as a build.
It looked good. It looked good. I've got nothing to say. It's perfect now. Like, holy crap. I mean, like, you know, that's subjective, but my god, it's just, I got no nitpicks with it even slightly. It's got, yeah. Also, I love the name Flathead. Like, it gives it a lot of character, because it's very real. Like, a lot of like things have like nicknames, you know, like even military gear, so I can appreciate that. Yeah, peak Krakow style has been reached. Yes.
Anyway, shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah. Okay. So our next winner is Gung by Krueger. Okay, so let's see.
Well, I made them resubmit because I noticed that. I can't believe I didn't notice that, like, they were missing their assembly menu photo for an entire 2 weeks.
Oh my. Oh, here it is.
There.
So, this is Gung. There is no greater importance to the Cosmonaut than war. The oath 12704.
I think you muted yourself for some reason.
Oh shit. No, like my controller wire pressed. Oops. Okay. So this is Gung. There is no greater importance to the Cosmonaut than war. The oath 12704 Gung is the spear that will thrust its enemies to Valhalla. These machines make up for the bulk of their military forces. I'm zoomed in. As they are developed with the idea of taking the front lines. Its lack of durability makes up for it with its vertical mobility and mid-range combat. Gun gear being the spear. Nice. That's a cool reference. So, let's go ahead and take a look.
This
Right
one's,
here.
I'm pretty sure, a reference to like something from like Mech Warrior.
Really? Oh, the cockpit.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh man, I really like this one.
The cockpit is perfect. Holy shit, it really does look like Mech Warrior with the lamb head. Just seamlessly fitting into the finder, like the Walter's Hound core. Like, oh my god.
The orbiter core?
Yeah, the orbiter core. Oh my god, wait.
Do you want to look at it in game?
Yeah, yes, hell yeah, I do. The cockpit is so nice. I'm a big Mech Warrior fan, especially recently. So like the fact that this might be a Mech Warrior reference is baby. Okay. Oh my god, it's got the reverse joints. It's got the reverse joints.
Like,
and it's got the cockpit.
Like, there aren't really a lot of decals in this build, but what is there is just all added mechanical detail. And like, do you see those like holes on the shoulder? And like the vents on the side?
I think this is fake as well.
Yeah, it is. It's the same decal that I use a lot at basically all like people who use Windshear. Like they all use that on the core.
Yeah. Oh my.
But yeah, there's also like extra like holes and vents on the shoulders.
Yeah, make it more mechanical, more industrial. Like I'm a big fan of that idea. Oh my god, how did they make a fucking Mech Warrior? Like a BattleTech like mech.
That cockpit is just
it carries this so hard. It just looks right. It just looks right. It looks like a Mad Cat. Holy shit.
Yeah, it looks like it belongs. It looks like it should be there. Like all the details look like they should be there exactly by default.
Oh, it's supposed to be a Marauder. I see. Ah. Oh, you see the top cockpit right there? That's what that's supposed to be. Oh my god, this is so brutal. I'm sorry, it's not a lot of decals, just like Inhibit said, it's a lot of subtle mechanical extra stuff which I can appreciate. But my god, the cockpit just carries this whole thing. I'm sorry, it looks so good.
This is what I like. This is why I always say like quality over quantity. Less is more.
Yeah.
This is effective and efficient use of decals.
And part choice too.
Decals used sparingly, but very effectively, and the intention is definitely visible, and it's all just, oh, this is so good.
I know, the mechanical details are perfect. Funny, Krakow said, how funny how the two community vote winners used RJ. Reverse joint supremacy! Indeed. Seems the PCA made, funnily enough. Huh? What do you mean? I love how the glint of the cockpit is not centered, like there's a directional lighting shining from the left side.
Yeah,
oh shit, there is at the top picture.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
The top picture is actually, it's artificial. Oh shit, because not the bottom picture is not, but the top picture. Oh my god, so good. Holy shit, it really does look like a BattleTech, like just a little bit more advanced. Oh my god. Let me take this battle.
Like this build is honestly one of my favorite.
Oh
like,
my
APs I've seen
god,
of all time.
holy shit. I want to ask for that cockpit like decal, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
Here, hang on. While it's loading. Hey, Cruiser. Can I has share code for the cockpit for Gung gear? Yeah, there you go. Can I has please? No, oh fuck. There you go, that should work. But that's a good eye, Plasma Nova, good eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If we had weapon arms, we could make Mech Warriors.
Yeah.
We just straight up could make Mech Warriors if we had weapon arms.
That would be really cool, honestly.
I'm trying to like see if there are any like mechanical details that I'm missing because I sometimes can't tell.
I'm pretty sure the legs are like mostly stock. I'm not sure if there's any.
Yeah, I can't tell
the legs because
anything.
The legs are really highly detailed.
Yeah, the arms like they do enough, but you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe it just looks more organic if it just. Okay, yeah, like this. Maybe it looks more organic if the arms are down, because if they're extended, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there you go. This looks more like it. Holy crap! This is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my. Holy crap. Sorry for gushing so much over a single decal, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I mean, yeah, like honestly, I don't want to throw away the other like decals on the arms. Like, yeah.
That decal is what made me nominate this build. Like, I'm not.
Cause like it just. And the parts choice, you know, the parts choice and colors are key. Like this does the standard BattleTech like metal on it. Maybe I suppose maybe they could have had the. I wonder if it looks too uniform. If the guns were the same color as the body, to make it look like it's part of the arm.
Wait, do you think that Sweet 16s could work?
Maybe. I wish I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they could, cause like they maybe they could. Petition for front stuff to add gun arms to the next update. Probably not gonna happen, but that'd be kind of cool. Fuck yeah.
This is so good. Like
this is great.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this. I hope this person responds with the decal. Good job. Good job. This is you're like good job. Let me give you a star on top of the one you already have. Even if you're a winner, you won extra. All right, so the last one.
We have the judge vote winner.
Oh baby!
Galling Dust by Deep Dive Dwarf.
Okay, where is it?
It's above.
Galling Dust. Here it is.
There we go.
Okay. This schematic is highly classified. Should it fall into enemy hands, we'll call for complete data wipe and history disposal. This AC. Galling Dust is an air detection class armored core designed at middle air. Duties of the air detection class include, but are not limited to, formation flying, guarding aircraft, and flyby scout missions. The Galling Dust frame is a mass-produced heavy-duty aerial bipedal soldier for and from the organization Redacted. These frames come armed with 2 Trinos, 1 Turner, and 1 Laser Dagger, and terminal armor by default. Their main combat role is to offer distractions or hit-and-run tactics. They excel in boarding operations, serving as pesky flies to draw attention away from any allies boarding the enemy. The Trinos act as a spoiler and double as weapons, making for faster descent for evasive maneuvers but decreasing airspeed just enough for the generator to supply sufficient PREN for infinite flight and height gain. A simple and cost-efficient workaround. Weaknesses of this AC stem from executive decision-making and cost-cutting. Issues include supply recovery during infinite flight, creating a margin of error during the heat of battle, and the AC suffers in close range, making it vulnerable to enemies that can easily close the gap. Thus, the Laser Dagger is standard issue for this reason. A sharp attention on resource management and collectiveness will be needed. Let's take a look at pictures first.
Like, if you remember from last challenge, Deep Dive Dwarf is the person who submitted the AC with all like the boba decals.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I feel like, even though Deep Dive Dwarf says that he doesn't have like a really good handle on like color theory and stuff, I honestly
this is pleasant
feel
to look
like,
at.
Yeah, like he picks some really unconventional yet really nice looking colors that work really well together.
Yeah. Also, this picture inhibit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It looks good. That looked good.
Yeah. By
Remember
the way,
how we mentioned earlier that like we did it?
What do you think of using like mods for photo taking for the challenges and like drip competitions and stuff?
Go for it, I guess. But like, just make sure that it doesn't change the look of the actual AC.
Yeah.
Apart from like lighting and stuff. But if you want to like zoom out more, if you want to zoom in more, if you want to like go like take pictures on maps that are not available, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Just thought I'd clarify, just to see.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys are willing to go that far, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, because the catapult launch pick is definitely modded because you usually can't use your own ACs in that like the in like illegal entry. So.
Oh yeah, go for it. Like, go for it. That's pretty alright.
Like that one, yeah.
Oh. Honestly, like, nicely done. Like, the colors are pleasant. You got some amazing. I really wanted to make this the profile, the stream thumbnail. But I thought maybe I'll fix it later. But because this picture like is just amazing. I love how you tied the Trenos into the lore. Remember how we talked about how Trenos are a little bit iffy if you don't tie them into the lore of like the mass production thing? It was good. When it comes to like the Trenos, like it's actually explained because this is a flight AC. Let's go to load this up.
Wait, they just said in the chat they didn't use any mods. So wait, how?
Mod should be okay, like so long as you're not using like modded
also
parts.
Your
Obviously.
Game is zoomed in.
Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. No mods, by the way. Okay, that's not an issue. Can this actually go infinite flight, I wonder?
I mean, if you manage your EN well enough, probably.
Not exactly. Hang on, anyways. Let's see. No, he was referring to a separate photo he took. Oh, I see. Oh, whoops. There you go. Whoop. Random missile. Okay, there we go. Let me just change it.
Yeah, overall, like, it's very brightly colored, but the AC is there's still a lot of mechanical detail and like decals.
Oh
and stuff,
my
and it's all
god!
very
Look at
functional.
the decals are so clean. There's so much. It gives me Mecha Break vibes a little bit because of how much details packed in.
Kind of. I don't know. It's still like less detailed than like your average Mecha Break.
Yeah. Mecha Break is too much. Like I've always criticized that like their designs are a little bit too messy. But I like that. But like that's kind of what it reminds me of. Like the concentration of like the sheer amount of things going on reminds me a little bit on the Mecha Break side. Not entirely, but a little bit. Oh, nice. Dude, the arms are like this side. Looking at it from like this side is so cool. Holy shit! Yep,
Yeah.
you gotta paint the little tip wings.
First Your Name said like one of our judges said that the color scheme reminded him of like Malawan weapons from Borderlands, like the Malawan company.
I gotta look that up. Let's see. Malawan.
Wait, have you not played Borderlands?
Nope.
No.
Are you offended? I'm sorry. I am sorry. Gomenasai. I've not played Borderlands.
But yeah, like just the teal and orange.
Oh. Okay, that's what it kind of reminds you. This is the last one. Yes, it is. This is the judge winner. It does. How have you not played Borderlands, Moby? Listen, there's only so many hours in a day, okay, and so much energy for me, okay. Maybe I'll play it on stream. One day. But overall, like the concentration of details, the really nice, pleasant aesthetic it's got to it, and the whole aerial unit look to it is very nice.
Yeah. Like some people might not like the look of the Noctcore combined with the VP44D head, but I personally don't mind it.
I don't mind it, like, because it's supposed to be an aerial unit, like, so the fact that it looks more aerodynamic sounds perfect to me.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, they got that angle of like the catapult launch from like going into the
probably the Dolphin. Probably the cleanup crew mission, like, is what I was thinking. Like, like they just
angled the camera.
Yeah. That's what I figured. Like, because in the very first mission, you actually do it there. That there's a catapult there. I know this because I took quite a bit of footage from there. I think from Dez's video, I once did. I got the Hellfire SMG. Overall, that's what it seems to resemble the most. Hellfire SMG.
But yeah, overall, all the decals fit with the existing mechanical detail well. The colors are really nice, and yeah, honestly, I really don't have much to nitpick about it. It looks nice. Maybe the colors are a bit unconventional for a grunt unit, but that's about it.
It does look on the fancier side. Maybe just a little bit of weathering, I guess. I mean, there's some, it seems.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just right. You know what? I got nothing to say. This is nice. Like, I got no nitpicks for me. Like, it's pleasant to look at. It's got a nice lore. It has an aerial look that attaches itself to the lore. You know what? That looked good. Holy crap. Yeah, this is what missiles look like? Anyways. I never really knew. Look, they have my little explosives. Holy shit. Anyways, is there anything you'd like to say? But congratulations to your judge winner. This is this looks great.
This looks amazing. I feel like I've said everything I have to. Oh yeah, actually, one more thing. I do kind of question the border around the visor on like the eye. Like that part looks a bit strange to me, but like I recognize that it's like a kind of like a decorative border, so I can see like the logic behind it, but I'm just not sure about like personally.
Really, I think it looks just. For me, I have to admit, it looks fine to me. It actually makes the detail like pop a little bit, so I have to admit, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Ah.
That's just a personal nitpick, though, obviously.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, no. Amazing looking build. Congratulations on your win. Fun fact: your build actually got the second highest judge vote. Like score ever. Is that like second to highest?
Oh shit. Yo. Yeah. Anyways, thank you. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for your entries. It's clear that many of you have improved greatly since the last time we did one of these. Like I hope you like if at any time we felt like we were a little bit harsh on some of these ACs, know that like that was not our intention. We just wanted to like point out like how we would personally go about it. But overall, most of these ACs, like, or if not all of them, were just straight up amazing. And like definitely fit with the theme. I love that like you guys put some lore. Do make sure not to put an entire essay in there. Just try sticking with 2 medium-sized paragraphs, please. Not this whole like it takes up the whole Discord page, and then like Moby's ousted as being dyslexic, like type thing. Okay, I just get tripped up reading the words. Okay, I usually read in silence. Okay. Anyways, like regardless. You guys all did well. Would you like to announce the next one, Inhibit?
Yeah, so next challenge is gonna be freestyle, of course. It's going to start at tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. At 12 a.m. PST, I think. Like that's when submissions open.
Yeah.
And you're free to submit whatever. Because it's freestyle, like as long as it doesn't breach like Discord TOS, of course. Like please don't do that. Because I'm gonna have to I'll have to bonk you. But side note, just to avoid the situation with Cruiser, like it's partially my fault for like not noticing, but also just to I'm gonna start enforcing the whole inclusion of the assembly menu photos a bit more like tightly. So please, in future entries, try to use the assembly menu photo as the first picture in the submission. So just so nothing like this happens again. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say.
Yeah. I do have one more thing to say. Remember to subscribe to Inhibit Progress. He makes really funny, really fun and cool montages, and also really hilarious AC6 shitposts. So go to YouTube, type in Inhibit Progress with no space, and go click subscribe. You're also gonna do a like a video essay about mass production ACs, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be like the first video in hopefully a series. I have a few things planned out.
Do you have an ETA yet?
No, still working on the script for that one.
Sounds good. Also, Petquin, don't make me bonk you. Don't make me bonk you. I told you, like, keep it wholesome, damn it. Like you're probably on your last strike by now. It's a freestyle the month of my birthday. I'm excited. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that. No, Steam, don't encourage, don't enable. Be like Dargod, be more mature. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed that. Oh my god, your reaction thing is huge. Okay, there you go. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that. Like, as always, we'll be doing another one of these when the contest ends, like the monthly fashion core ends, as usual. I'm just gonna quickly go over let me just quickly go over the last thing. Let's see. There we go. All right, guys, so the last thing here is that this is my schedule for next week. I'll be playing Mech Warriors 5 Mercenaries. That was actually a donation goal that I'm finally doing. I'll be doing an urban mech only run of like some of the more interesting DLC missions and stuff like that. Yeah, I have Moby's discount urban mech store. The adventures of that, as they go through getting hired as mercenaries, they do offer that, but I'll tell you the full details of that during that stream. So I'll be playing Mech Warriors Mercenaries with urban mechs only. If you don't know what an urban mech is, like, it's a really funny meme mech basically. But I'll be playing that Tuesday and Friday, and Saturday I'll try out Demon X Machina for the first time. You ever try playing that one, Inhibit?
Yeah, honestly, I personally didn't like how it controlled, but a lot of people like it, so I think it's worth trying out still.
Yeah, I heard that they have their own like community, and there's a second one coming out soon. So I was hoping to. I'm gonna fully commit to playing Demon X Machina, and if people like the Mech Warrior stream enough, then I'll continue playing that as well. I'm only gonna do the really interesting story missions too, so it's not like me grinding the regular procedural degenerated stuff. So I hope you guys look forward to that.
How many mods have you downloaded for it?
Yes. Anyways. Yes, I downloaded like all that means you'll be seeing like modded mechs, you'll be seeing clan like technology, all the stuff. But we'll be going through the DLC story missions and stuff like that, so I hope you all enjoyed that. Phantom Brigade when? I don't know, like I played it a lot. I'm kind of like done with it for now.
There's a new update coming out soon, by the way.
Oh shit, maybe then, but at the current, like, I don't have any plans because it was fun, but like not a lot of the members like for that membership stream seemed to like really like, they were just there to chill out. So I was like, and then we did like almost a dozen of those streams, so I was thinking I could do something different if I did do another membership stream.
Yeah,
if you guys have if you members have any suggestions, let me know. But at the moment, there's no plan to do any membership streams. I just don't have an idea for it, so I'd love any if you guys like have like a request. If enough of you. Is my character still alive? Actually, Steve, I think like your body's been like used as like the borrower kit for everyone. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's been a while. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a good day. I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming. I wonder if anyone is up right now. Let's see. Is anyone streaming right now? Oh, Stellar's streaming. Go say yeah, goes actually Stellar is streaming, but like Striker is also streaming, just noticed, and he's doing Armored Core, so that probably fits better. So I'll go ahead and push you guys over to Striker. Striker did a tournament earlier. Raid Striker Hutasa for you Twitch people.
It really seems like it's like tournament week, because just last night the Southeast Asia, Oceania, East Asia tournament happened, like the second round of that. So
yeah, for you Twitch people, remember to raid with one of these two emotes, and I'll go ahead and send you guys to Strike right now. For you YouTube peeps, you can find him at Striker Hutasa at Twitch. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day and keep decaling. I'll try to come by and watch more stream. Yeah, sounds good. Like Steam, I know that you have school and you're busy, but you know, it's always really nice for you to stop by. Anyways, bye bye guys. I hope you all have a good day. Let me just go ahead and click the raid now button. All right, see you guys. Okay.
See everyone.